I would
Don't
say that
say
the
the N word, whatever you do.
I would think that so I think it's interesting like there maybe so like you know how some games or I don't know if there's other websites that do this but like there's some games that they have the chat room that have like international servers and they kind of just like automatically translate. It's not like Google Translate where it's like you have to pick a language and then pick like a second language and then type it in and then translate the thing.
Do you still
Sure.
hear
So
them, or does
huh?
it overwrite what they say with the
No,
translation?
it's not like speaking, it auto translate text.
All right.
So if the like professor or whatever or teacher wants to like write out some specific instruction, they could do that in English or whatever language that they have in Sweden. And then for like all the people who if the game supports their language, then it would just auto translate to whatever they have on their phone.
Yeah.
And
So
it wouldn't have to be like, oh, let me Google Translate this for like however many like languages the different students
Yeah.
are speaking. But
Hmm.
then again, also some games just have like a really short amount of like character limits, like only 100 or something. So that might not be super feasible either. So I don't know.
Well, um, and thank you also. I want to say that again. Um, as far as Altaruk and such is concerned, um, before I have to go, I do want to say, um, so Oren is going to recount some of this story on the way there. Uh, my history with the Altaruk military was not the best, not the most honorable, I suppose. Not in the eyes of my brother, anyway.
As I
Um,
remember, you like punched your commander or something and left dishonorably.
um, yeah, I probably hit him at least. No, I don't think I ever hit my captain. Um, I definitely hit one of the sergeants before, but
the
we've
entire
seen,
Altaruk army is mercenaries for the most part, so they're not the most strict.
yeah. Um, but there was one that was really fantastic. One of my drill sergeants was really fantastic. His name is Quintus Gavia, and he was just so different from the other. Well, I didn't think of them as mercenaries at the time when I was growing up. Okay, I didn't. I thought that my hopes were higher than that, and he was always working hard and trying to do the best for Altaruk, motivating us, and we were better. We were better. We were the best unit in the whole Altaruk military. At least Quintus made me feel that way. Uh, they promoted him and made him an instructor, um, but he wasn't a man's man. He had a patchy beard and patchy hair, but he always worked hard and tried to just uh, be the best version, and help people out. I saw other mercenary units, other units in the alternate military. I shouldn't even say mercenary, but whatever. They they would take advantage of the populace, you know, just take food without paying for it because they could. I mean, that's the law of the land, but it's stealing. It's horrible. And then some would do even worse things, as you can probably imagine, taking advantage of women and stuff like that.
Ah, the
That's the
spoils
kind of
of
thing that
war.
what?
I said, ah, the spoils of war.
Well, but it's not even the spoils of war at that point. It's our own populace, the people we were
Oh,
sworn to
you're just
protect.
harassing people.
Yeah, just taking advantage of their station and abusing people. It's and I couldn't handle it. Maybe if Quintus wasn't my drill sergeant ever, I would have not known any better and just, oh, this is how things are. I will just always live this way, and I would have been just as bad as the rest of them. But between my family, and Quint just made me feel like we were part of a family. Like our unit was part of a family, and that we were trying to, okay, protect and serve, but be the shield of Altaruk, protecting everybody else inside against all of the dangers and violence from outside it.
You were the
And
Batman while everyone else was Injustice Superman.
well, yeah, that's, and I couldn't stand for it. And so when I saw that kind of thing happening, um, I made things happen for people to get them humiliated, bad at their job. Um, if they were trying to take advantage of a woman, I uh, ruined their mood by doing things telepathically or psionically. You know, I don't know, zip their member in their pants or poke them in the butt.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Careful,
if
they
they
know
were
I
into, yeah, if they were into that kind of thing, I did something different. I
Don't
kept
piss
trying
off a
different.
scion. The possibilities for practical jokes are endless.
Oh yeah. Well, at this point, I was starting to gain my side knife talent too, so I could make that poke in the butt a bit sharper if I needed to. So, anyway, that happened just one time, but and as you can imagine, the guy deserved it. Bleeding out of his ass for a week. Anyway,
Some
um,
people might still be into that.
well, anyway,
I
there was
mean,
one
people are
time
into
with
this weird
Captain
shit.
Eris. He's still the same captain, Eris Fistaneles. There was an order where he was told to just start sending scout units out into, for example, to the north. Um, in the north, you'll see that what is it?
These merchants look pretty hardcore.
They're elves.
Not Nibene. What's the one just to the southwest of Nibene?
Gold,
Gulg. Um,
the fucking tree hugging people.
right. Um, we're just south of them, and so we would be going up into Gulg. Um, oh wait, hold on. This is us on the map. There we go. I can't lift that. Well, anyway. Oh, here we go. Actually, no, wait. Altaruk is right here. Okay, so Gulg is off to the east, actually. But anyway, forays into the Giants, off into Gulg, with green recruits that couldn't possibly do any better. So sometimes I would go and say, "No, you wait here. I'm going to scout ahead, and just don't tell the superiors. I'll bring us back together and I'll report up what we need to know. But if I had to go into a giant's cave or some such, I would protect them from certain death by being stealthy and doing things what I had the proper training for. It, Later on, they realized that I was good at it and inducted me into spy master training, but it was just frustrating that he would keep on sending people to their deaths just because I suppose all militaries are like this, but it's still not right that they can just be so careless with their troops' lives, acceptable losses and all that.
Yeah.
So one time, and this is the thing that got me kicked out, but I did steal a psi crystal containing orders for Captain Eris Fistaneles. And it basically said something to that effect of, here are your acceptable losses, send this and this troops out into these locations, and I passed that psi crystal around to some of the troops. Well,
You know, you started to ride amongst the troops.
I tried to, I tried to. It quickly got to the hands of one of the sergeants, who passed it along to Aristophanes, and if they would have caught me, I'm sure I would be dead. But at that point, I went AWOL. I left. So dishonorably discharged. He could have hunted me down, but I was long gone, and I don't know how long he hunted me, but
I mean, there's kind of a difference between like acceptable losses and like what you really
just being
feel like
careless.
are okay, right?
Yes, yes, it
It's
was
kind of
exactly
like
that.
it's kind of like think about like here's your budget. That doesn't necessarily mean you want to spend your entire budget or go over your budget.
But to even think about these soldiers, these men who
As
and
kind
women,
of just like numbers, right?
as just numbers, as just a budget. That's not
Yeah.
okay. These are my brothers. And that's the way I thought about them, even if they weren't in my unit, until, of
Uh-huh.
course, they did something terrible to the population who, look, okay, not all of Altaruk is my family, but I don't care. It's the way it should be. And look, this is how I got into the situation that I'm in with the Altaruk military. And so, if we're going to go in there, just know that they know who we are, heroes of Tyr and all that. They know my name, and we haven't really been trying to hide that at all. But if I walk in there, people will know who I am, and it could quickly get ugly. But here's the thing, I'm not sure I care. I mean, I could just wait outside, in the shadows, waiting for my time to say something, or just hiding alongside you, but I don't think I want to do that. What would they do? Really? They would send the army against me? We can stop them without killing them. I almost want to dare him to try. Aristophanes is a piece of shit. And I almost don't care what he says or does. I'm going to go out of character right now and say, remind me, do we have anything from... we haven't talked to anybody yet. We haven't talked to Horus. We haven't talked to Aristophanes yet, right?
Nah, not yet.
Okay. So we're just stopping off here because we're about to go to the forest.
You were headed west to the forest, the mystery,
East, right?
trying to solve the mystery of all the brainwashed pilgrims.
Right. Okay.
We're
just stopping
currently in the city of Altaruk. Is that it?
Yeah, you've just arrived.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know what you all think of that, but that's what I'm thinking of, and I'm gonna go right in there.
Okay,
And
so
walk around.
C is not here, so I will fill in, and Sol is going to inform the party that he is talked to the Veiled Alliance, and the Veiled Alliance says that their main contact in Altaruk is Eris Fistanales, Captain
What?
Eris Fistanales, that he is
What?
a high-level wizard in the Veiled Alliance.
No.
And
No!
So Sol is going
Oh,
to say,
boy.
like, when we get there, we should make contact with Eris Fistanales and see if he has any information for us.
Did you say that was your leader or something that you didn't like?
Are you kidding me?
He is the captain of Altaruk,
You're kidding me.
but
he is also a member of the Veiled Alliance.
Is Altaruk an entirely like militant or like
Mostly, yeah. It's
mercenary
basically a
city?
military town. It's mostly a fort. It's got some
Oh,
people
okay.
inside to help,
So Altaruk
keep
is
the
one of the
place
most permissive towns towards wizardry, and what happens is when you arrive in town, they have a tester who will immediately stop Sol and say, you there, I can tell you are a caster of magics. Cast a cantrip for me." and the guards are gonna like lower their weapons because they don't recognize him right away. And he says, "Oh, what do you mean?" And they say, "Cast a cantrip to prove you're no defiler." And Soul will say, "Oh, of course, of course." And he does the simplest little bardic cantrip, and no nearby plants wilt or die. And the guards, they give a sigh of relief, and they say, "Aye, then you can pass through the gate. Do no defiling, and you shall be treated with respect in Altaruk."
Isn't defiling kind of like an optional thing? Like they could if they wanted to, though.
It's a temptation. It gives the wizard all the powers of a sorcerer.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
But their device thing doesn't care about like clerical magic or druid magic.
No, it's more about arcane magic. They're set to spy for arcane users of magic, wizards, defilers. They especially want to catch defilers. You'll see that they have a an area where there's the decaying body of a hanged defiler.
Are the sorcerers who are not defilers, are they known in this area, or are they sort of still kept secret anyways?
Wizardry is tolerated as long as you are a preserver wizard.
Okay.
well, that's good to know, and that's really great for the captain. But I am so conflicted right now because he's still a piece of shit.
Your history with him is pretty rough, but he, on a higher level, is pretty useful to the overall organization.
When Orin hears this, he's gonna like go into a corner and have some wet eyes. I have wet eyes right now.
Well, this is similar to like
I am.
think of this like it's similar to King Tithian, where he might be a little bit shady and not everyone totally trusts him, but because he's such a integral part of the rebellion, he's
Yeah.
still like a key member of it. Like he gets the prestige and
God
the trust.
dang it.
So Eris Vistaniles might not be the best leader here. He makes some tough choices to ensure
Tough
the
choices.
Well,
Oh my.
also
fucking
consider
God.
that Altaruk has been at war with the giants for generations, and half the city is destroyed, and it's pretty rough. So, as the leader, he might have had to make some tough decisions over the years.
Yeah, I've been railing against that line of logic against my countrymen, my brothers and sergeants, my entire upbringing. But um, clearly he's not replaceable. I can't just say, "Oh well, you're a piece of shit. Go die," because he's probably the most powerful part of the Little Alliance here. I've got some spies working in Altaruk, but God dang it! What?
Yeah, it throws off your game plan a little bit. I know.
No, that's okay. I no, no. This is great. This is great.
It's a plot
What?
twist.
We can't just murder hobo everyone we don't like?
Hey, Ninja.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I love you.
Hey man, it's in the guide. I'm just following the guide.
Oh my God.
It says Eris Vistaniles, the Veiled Alliance contact in town, and I'm just
Oh
continuing
my
the script.
gosh. I just happened to write my background that way.
As you step through
Wait,
the
how'd you
gate,
make the background
you
of
hear
that picture?
a familiar voice. Ha! I knew it. I knew you were back. I could feel it in the breeze. So your friend Horace, guardsman Horace, has spotted you and will approach you at the gate to make contact.
Sir, I take my military hygiene seriously. So, like I stank. I grab his hand and pull him into a hug. I've always got a bloody chafe in my nether regions from the last sand scrub.
So Horace, he scratched his stubbled chin thoughtfully. That actually explains a lot. Then he breaks into a grin. It's good to see you again, hero of Tyr.
I know I would have taken to being a hero of Altaruk, though, but the higher ups weren't interested.
He nods. He says, "Well, Eris Vistaniles will have to tolerate your past transgressions since you're such a high and mighty hero of the land now.
I dust off my shoulder. Yes, yes. Uh, everyone, we met Horace before, right? Just very briefly last time.
Yeah.
This is probably my best friend in all of Altaruk. Horace is one of the sergeants that you can really trust. Uh, he is one of the best men in all of Altaruk.
So Horace is
Oh,
going to say you've shown up at an interesting time. Look at this! Look at all these elves, and you spot all around you the merchant caravan pulling into town is an elven one, and there are a lot of sour looks on the men's faces around here. The
The Altaruk
guildsmen
people.
of Merchant House, Reese, and Toblador, and Wavir, they're standing around in the courtyard, and they're just giving the stink eye to the elves. And occasionally you hear some rather mean commentary where the Merchant House porters, they'll say something like, "What are these sand slitherers doing here in town? Bunch of dust scavengers. Yeah, why don't they run off into the wind? Those wind runners, those dune dwellers, they're a bunch of shade skulking trade thieves. What a bunch of nomad nuisances. Bunch of mirage mongers, a bunch of silt
Okay,
slippers. They're just like trading insults for the elves back and forth.
okay, I've had enough of that. I'm gonna go into the elves' defense. I'm, you know, especially I'm gonna walk by with Veer and just spit. Um, Not at them, just on the ground. And let's see, what can I get away with here? I'm gonna roll. What's it? Diplomacy, and that can take the edge off this and make it more appropriate. But are you trying to threaten normal merchant work here? What are you trying to do? I think you need to leave these people alone.
Yeah, they quickly
Uh,
back down, saying that you are well equipped.
uh-huh. I'm gonna go over to the elves and kind of inspect them and hail them and say hello and welcome to Altaruk.
Hail,
Maybe
adventurer! My name
you
is
being
Kel Fastcoin. You've done me a great service speaking up for me here. Not many humans would do so.
I used to work in Silver Springs for several years. Yes, everyone's trying to make it in this world. Uh, if you have any other problems with merchants giving you trouble like this, I don't know, send a runner. Come find me. I'll see what I can do to help you out.
Aye. Well, it's good to meet a friendly face here. I am a merchant house unto myself, trying to start up a business in these parts. And so I've stopped here in the trade fortress to do a little bit of trade. I have quite a few interesting wares that you won't find anywhere else. I owe you a drink, my friend. Perhaps you'll meet me later. I will be at the local watering hole. I think one of my scouts told me it was called the what? The 4 Bits? Yes, the 4 Bits.
That
So
sounds right. That'd
meet
be a
me
good
there
choice.
for a drink, and perhaps we can trade stories.
I clasp him on the hand and wave him off. I wave and head off.
He shouts at you, says, "Don't pass up my offer. I'm quite a good time, quite the gambler, and I hear there's a bard in town. I aim to spend some coin." He seems like a happy sort of fellow. He's got a big broad smile, and he's real loud and boisterous, and all of his merchant friends, they all give a shout.
I try to be maybe like at least half as gregarious as he is, and just a big smile and a big bow or an elven greeting, towards his way.
So, as this caravan passes, you can see that they have crates and barrels. There's a variety of things hanging in pouches off the sides of these Enix howdahs. The enormous lizards, they move in sort of a steady serpentine wiggle, and the howdah tipping and swaying as they move. But everything is tied down, and the riders seem used to the movement, and they just sort of sway with it.
That's cool imagery. Um, so, but Horace is still here. So Horace, you were saying that we need to go see the captain.
Ah, Captain Eris Fisteneles has requested that any important people coming through town, that being any major merchant house or any interesting adventurers, they all need
Huh.
to meet the approval of the captain, and so he offers a dinner where he meets up with everybody and asks them what they're about as they pass through his fortress. So
Horace, my friend, I can guarantee you I will not meet his approval, but we'll go anyway.
I have a feeling
Is
he's
this
going to
dinner?
get that elf wrangled into this dinner as well.
No, that'll be
Oh, the
fine.
merchant.
He sounds like a good sort. Yeah, the merchant. Oh gosh, I'm gonna write down his name actually. What was the name again?
Kel Fastcoin of the Fast
So
Coin
we will
Elves.
not be meeting the elf merchant in the 4 bits then.
Well, he's going to the
Oh,
4 bits right now, and the dinner
Oh,
happens later.
well, okay. Then I guess we can go to the 4 bits. If we're not doing anything else, I
I
don't have
nudge
anything else that I
Orn.
really want to see.
I nudge Orn, and I say it's surprising to see you back a merchant of any kind, merchant house.
Okay, look, the elves. Okay, I don't appreciate. What I don't appreciate about the elves is how they will try to swindle and slight and con people. But what I do appreciate about the elves is that they respect life. That they're not going to up and kill you. They're not going to up and well run over your younger brother just because they don't care about having them getting out of the way. That is the real issue that I have, and that's House Revere who needs to die, as you may have recalled from my earlier stories.
That's fair enough of an explanation. I thought you just hated all merchant houses equally,
I
more or
do.
less.
I mostly do. But obviously you can't stop. It's not about just buying and selling because obviously, my family is in the ranching business, and look, there's a right and wrong way to do things. And if I'm sorry, I have a vendetta. My part of my life is about vengeance for my younger brother, and someone someday before I die in House Revere is going to pay for that. I don't know how, but I guess we do have more pressing concerns right now than my own personal
There's
personal
a section I'm
revenge.
supposed to read when you arrive here to town. So it says the trade fortress of Altaruk looms in front of you. The fortress is a rough square with walls about 15 feet high and half as thick, each corner capped with a 20-foot high tower. There's guards with lances that patrol each parapet. The two gates located at the north and the south walls are huge doors fashioned of granite and metal, their exterior carved with reliefs of merchants doing business. The doors are currently open, and if they follow standard procedure, they remain open until nightfall. So it's still early in the afternoon, and then they would reopen at dawn. What sets this trade fortress apart from any you have ever seen before is the vast throng of pilgrims that are entering it, milling about at the walls, sitting on the ground, and staring into space. The assembly is eerily quiet. The only noise comes from the fort's normal occupants as they go about their business. It seems as if the citizens are determined to ignore the pilgrim horde. Still, it is good to see some sign of civilization again. In fact, as you walk through the open passage, you catch the scent of roasting meat and spilled beer, sure signs that an inn is nearby. And just
Some
off to the right
questions.
of the gate is the inn.
I have to go for a little bit here, but I have some questions. Are these pilgrims headed off towards the singing tree?
Periodically, a group of 20 of them will just get up and leave. and they'll head to the trees.
God dang it! Look at that. I can't say God dang it. This is Athos. There's no gods, but
Godless, dang it.
but
So I did not put any of the pilgrims on the map. They are mindless. They wouldn't even defend themselves if you struck them. So they're total non-combatant, non-interactive. They're there. There's throngs of them, like by the thousands, but not on the map.
I'm gonna go ahead up to one and observe this. Go say hello. What are you doing in Altaruk? And then they're not going to respond. I will
They
wave
seem
my
to be
hand
in
in
a
front of their
daze.
face. I wave my hand in the front of their face and then shake one.
Does the city know about this? Like, does this not at all seem strange to them?
I guess the guards aren't stopping them. This is
They're trying to ignore it.
wow.
Oh.
They're
I guess
probably afraid of the curse and hoping it doesn't affect them.
That checks out. Actually, that makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah,
I want to bring
that
this
is
up with their
exactly.
leader and kind of like, I mean, we have intelligence on sort of like how the curse works, right? Like it only works on like lawful good people or something like that.
Yeah.
Not to call into question the mercenaries'
Are
alignment.
you
but-
saying that a bunch of mercenaries are bad people? After Orin
Well, now
has
that-
They might
talked
just
at
be
length about
neutral,
how
it's
the
fine.
army here does bad things to people.
They're not all bad, but there are definitely. It's not great.
Occasionally bad.
It's well. I wish I could say even occasionally. It's pretty terrible.
They're mostly
some of
along
them.
neutral lines, and they can be tipped to the dark side.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. Okay, I have to go to dinner real quick. I am really sorry because this sounds wonderful, Ninja. Thank you, but can somebody
Pilot.
violate me? No.
Pilot. Pilot.
Oh, pilot. Yes. Yeah. Can you do that for me? Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. I'm
Don't
gonna.
worry, I'm not gonna pilot you.
Right. Okay. I'll be back.
Okay.
So what's Grimorn up to during all this?
I'm not sure.
Grimorn
Just kind of following
is
around.
quietly following the group into the city of Altaruk.
Yeah, there's nothing really interesting for. There's not much interesting in for me there.
Are you sure?
Wait a second. Didn't we meet a priest once before?
The fire cleric.
Yeah, fire cleric.
I'll drop a hint. So these elves, they've said it already, but they trade in interesting merchandise.
What?
I'm very broke at the moment, but I wouldn't mind seeing what they have. Just
Yeah. Can we
maybe
take a
get
look?
an idea of what that is. That interesting stuff.
All right. So you travel to the inn. Just to the right of the gate, you find the 4 bits. A stone tablet fastened next to the door shows a rendition of 4 bits of a ceramic piece, grouped together in a semicircular arc. The 2-story inn is run by Gilreed Osnabrick. What a name. Gilreed Osnabrick.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for her.
We go see Kel Fast Coin. That is why we came here, right?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to make one for her. Damn. Well, she's here. So, in the inn, you'll find that Kelfast Coin and his 2 best girls are sitting at a corner booth.
All right, we'll go to them, I guess.
All right. When you enter the inn, Gilreed Osnabrick is going to wave at some serving girls who are going to come to take your order and ask if you need any food or drinks.
Yeah, we'll have
Yeah.
some refreshments.
Food and drink would be welcome. We've been traveling for a while. We're heading over to that forest west of Altaruk.
All right. The serving girls will tell you that accommodations are 5 ceramic pieces per night, and it does include the 2 meals and 6 drinks apiece.
Oh, that's most hospitable. I'll take it.
If you're gonna drink more than that, it's extra.
Okay,
I'll pay silver.
here's 5 ceramic pieces.
Yeah, 5 ceramic pieces. This gives you access to a room which is upstairs that has a secure lock on it, and a pair of beds made of wood, a lamp with oil, a basin and a gallon, a pottery pitcher filled with fresh water, and a dresser to store clothes and gear. All the rooms have mirrors. The drinking room, the common area, is always bustling with off duty guards visiting caravan members or citizens of Altaruk. So, a wide assortment of people. You'll see the off duty guardsmen. They're dressed in scale mail that they have neglected to strip off after duty. They just went to the bar to have some drinks. When they get home, they'll strip off their armor. They all have their weapons sheathed, usually taken off if they're sitting down. They have their sandstorm hoods available, but tucked into their belts. The room is filled with smoke, as various people are smoking on hookahs and pipes. The drinks here are fairly strong. The local porters, they like to drink, and they don't want the beer to be watered down.
Ask the barkeep, Gillereed, if there's been any kind of like crime happening in the inn or around the city.
Crime in and around the city. Well, things have been pretty peaceful recently. We haven't had any major giant attacks, and we haven't had to deal with many bandits. The local bandits have been probably preying on these pilgrims. Easy pickings for them, and so they haven't hassled the town at all.
Makes sense. Well, thank you for the room and your hospitality. I talked with Kel Fastcoin about his wares and what is so interesting and special about his specific wares.
Hang on, roll an insight.
Insight?
Yeah.
Okay. On the barkeep?
Yeah.
Insight is... Where is it? +10. That is a 21.
Okay. You noticed a marking that identifies her as a member of the Veiled Alliance, and she's wearing some magic items like bracers of mage armor. Her ring is probably a magic item as well. So it's subtle, but she's not just a barkeep. In a town as permissive with wizardry, she seems to be one.
I will psychically convey that message along Oren's psychic telekinetic link to Sol and let him know that this is also possibly a contact for him. And then I don't remember what it was like in real life, but in character I would try saying the Veiled Alliance like secret code word thing. Or I don't know if that was only applied to the Urukite branch.
She'll shush you and tell you that she's retired and doesn't want anything to do with it.
Oh, okay. I will
But
tell
she
Saul
understood.
Never mind. Okay. That's an interesting bit, though.
You're going to find out that these elves that you've met up with, they are Gulgans. Their caravan is from Gulg.
Oh. Grimorn, what do you have to say about that?
About what?
These elves are Gulgan.
They are forest elves from Gulg.
I'm gonna ask, do you guys also worship your sorcerer queen, or do you have any disdain for her?
The Oba is a human god. I'm not so
Blasphemy.
sure of her divinity, but I try not to break any laws, if you know what I mean, my friend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we do
fair
know.
enough. We don't try not to break any laws wherever we go in other countries either.
Speaking ill of the
Uh,
Oba is definitely a law you don't want to break in Gulg. If you want to keep
oh
your
well,
head.
we're not a gulg though, and I kind of like wink and nudge him.
And with that, Soul is going to break into song. He has a particular song which is incredibly insulting to the Oba of Gog that he has in his special book of songs about each of the Sorcerer Kings, where each of the songs is a incredibly insulting song about each one. Soul recites the one about the Oba of Gog. And it is a scathing and brutal song. I don't have my dice here. Hang on. Where's my dice? Let's see what his performance is. I only rolled a 5, but I don't think he can roll less than a 10. So I think that gives him at least a 24. I don't have a sheet open, but he very successfully performs a brutal song, and everybody in the place laughs.
As you can see, it's pretty safe in here to talk about the Oba of Gulg. Anyways, let me tell you about the story that we had with the Gulg, Oba of Gulg. We were supposed to deliver a necklace to her, and for all our trouble, she freaking imprisoned us and sent us on her, what was it, the Red Moon Games. It sent us naked through the forest, and they tried to kill us. It's not exactly a nice thing for a god to do, is it?
No. Hearing the song Domera Tel, the half-elf that you saved from Gith along the way here to Altaruk, she's going to come in and she claps at the performance and says, I can do better, and then afterwards she will perform. And she does not perform a better song, but it might be a more unique performance because she has 3 trained scorpions and 3 trained psionic vultures that all do a little dance as she sings and dances herself. So it's like an animal and music variety show that she puts on. But it was only like a 19.
That is most intriguing. Are you a druid? How are you controlling these animals?
No. Training. Maybe it's my half-elf blood, but I've always had a kinship with the animals.
Do other elves have this kind of kinship? As Kel Fastcoin?
The druid ones, yeah.
And she's just a bard?
Yeah, she's a bard.
Okay.
Probably uses some bardic magic to pull off some talk with animals and things like that. A lot of animal handling rolls. She most likely has expertise in animal handling, so she'd be quite good with animals. And since these are psionic vultures, and she herself is a scion, she can easily communicate with them that way as well.
You don't conjure the vultures yourself?
Conjure? What? No. No, this is a family of vultures I've been raising since they were little eggs.
Oh, okay. What were you doing out by yourself when, well, minus your animal companions, of course, when we were kind of rescuing you from the all the Gith?
Oh, she's
the road.
traveling to the forest to see what's up. But she is not under the compulsion, because her alignment allows her to do what she wants. She's neutral enough that it doesn't really affect her, but she's good enough that she's aware of it.
And what intrigue do you have with the forest?
Oh, I mean, it's a mystery. And I write stories. And what better story than a mystery like this about all of these travelers, these strange pilgrims with no minds? I've actually been thinking of a little tune. I'm not sure I've got it down just yet. It would go something like, in the scorching heat of Athos, under the sun's burning light, a call pulls at the heartstrings, drawing souls into the night. To the west they wander, driven by a pull unknown. Lawful hearts compelled to journey, leaving all they've ever known. Through the dunes and oases where the winds whisper low, their steps echo a purpose, but where they do not know. For in the west lies a mystery, a fate that calls them near. In the silence of the desert, the truth shall soon be clear. So sing the song of wanderers and let the tales unfold of those who chase the sunset, seeking stories yet untold. For in the heart of Athos, beneath the azure sky, we are but all fleeting moments destined to say goodbye. Something like that. I don't know. I might change that last line. She pulls out a pen and paper and begins scratching things out, crossing things out, and writing new lines. And she's lost interest in you, and she's thinking of other things.
That's pretty good. I hope to hear once it's finished. We'll be glad to take you over there. We're heading there anyways.
Also, everybody needs to roll a charisma check since you've been traveling with Domera. So
check, not a save.
Yeah, an ability check, a charisma ability check.
Okay.
You can.
I've just kind of been waiting. I get a recap, please. I typed it, and I'll respond.
Welcome. Okay, so what's been happening is that the party has arrived in Altaruk. You brought Domaratel, who you rescued from the Gith. You brought the amnesiac wizard that you rescued back in Tyr. You're here in Altaruk. You've met with a merchant caravan of elves that seem friendly. Kel Fastcoin is the leader of the caravan, and he made friends with Orin, who defended him against the racist humans of the merchant guilds. He also learned through his contact Horus in the guards that the captain of the trade fortress would like to have any important members of any faction to meet him for dinner so that he can see if he approves of them or not. So you've been invited to dinner later, and you've been invited to the inn to have a drink with Kel, which is where I would assume almost everybody is at this point.
And it's just a flat ability check.
What?
You say it's a ability check, right?
Yeah. Roll a charisma check.
Not. Yeah. I got 12 and I rolled for Orin. He got 20, unless he has some other modifiers, but his charisma just is 10.
20's pretty good.
A charisma check.
Yeah. Just roll a 20, a d20, and then add whatever your charisma modifier is.
Okay.
Orin also got 12.
17.
17. All right, I think Orin's got the highest roll. All right. I don't think Orin's character is married, right? So she is flirting with Orin pretty hard while he's not here.
Didn't he have his eye set on someone else, though?
Junithu on the ship, so that might cause some drama.
Okay.
Oh, let me check on something, actually. Sending spell. I want to contact lead cult man.
The lead cult man. That's the actual name, lead cult man.
Lead cult man? Do you mean Korganard?
No, the guy I sent to go for some dirt on the snooty nobles of Tyr.
Okay.
Oh, why didn't you ask me for that?
You're trying to gather information about Senator Traxus, maybe?
There was one particular douche one who had been a thorn in our side for a while, and the other ones.
Well, Traxus is the one that Orin doesn't like. He made
Well,
veiled
then
threats. So it seems that Senator Traxxas has been maybe paying the raiders, maybe not to attack his enemies, but to like to pay them off so they don't attack him. But when they don't attack him and his lands, they are raiding into other lands, like the Kank rustlers that are stealing Orin's Kanks off his field.
Is that a crime?
Well, paying tribute to raiders is not necessarily a crime.
Hmm. Well, it's scummy, but it's not exactly criminal.
But Orin was really pissed off because he did make veiled threats saying that Orin's farm would be hit by these raiders more if Orin didn't throw his support behind Traxxas.
What raiders are even doing this?
Just raiders. It might be members of the Black Sand Raiders. They're the most active group.
Wait, did Orin already kind of moved his family to Tyr, right? Like his family's not in Altaruk anymore?
Correct.
His farm? Okay.
Yep.
I still wanted to also personally look as well into like the raiders, if they're being paid or not, or if they're like by any of the kind of like lords in Tyr.
Well, you know,
I'm
for
also not a
one,
fan.
Traxxas is paying tribute to them so that they don't go after his lands. So he's got some sort of arrangement with the raiders.
I mean, it's a
They're not
different.
very
There's a
good.
difference between like protection for yourself and like hiring hitmen. Like those are two different things.
True. So
They're
maybe
not
what he
very
was
good.
saying was that if people supported him, then they would be part of his group that is paying tribute that doesn't get raided. Like a protection racket.
Yeah.
Can we
I
kill him now?
mean, he could have like clarified that a little better. Than instead, it kind of sounded a little antagonistic towards someone he was trying to persuade.
That's true, but Traxxas is an asshole, and he often says things that are pretty callous, because he's very, very old and cranky.
No one changed his diaper in a while.
Alright, well, that just means his charisma sucks then. But yeah, I still wanted to sort of. Is there just like a list or something of these elves' goods?
Yeah.
Like I kind of
I
wanted
was,
to like harp it a little bit.
I was
Just-
thinking I could drop it into Discord and you could take a look at it. Alright. So he says, you want to see my wares. That's excellent, that's excellent. I was hoping to make a profit in town. I'm selling sweet elven wine. I've got sweet perfumes. I've got hundreds of pounds of nuts. I've got gallons of ink. I've got pounds of wax. I've got quite a bit of cinnabar. Keep that on the down low. I don't want to entice any rogues into stealing something as valuable. Trading in spices has been my bread and butter for a while now. Growing cinnabar is difficult, but we have spread it throughout a wide tract of the desert in an unknown region, and it's been doing quite well.
Oh, you grow things. Do you happen to have any druids in your band of merchants come along with you?
We scouted a region where we learned that a druid was there, and we very carefully chose the periphery of his land to plant our seeds, and we very sneakily harvest it when he's not looking. But in the meantime, he does keep them growing quite well.
Oh, but you don't have any druids in your own sort of elf clan?
No.
Yeah.
They're
unfortunate.
merchant traders and scouts, so a bunch of rangers.
Well, I do have, regardless, I guess I do have a sort of gift for you, sort of like hosting and partying with us, and I pull out my endless bag of seeds and will ask them to draw a seed from the bag.
Oh, yeah, they'll take one.
Wait, it's endless, right?
Yeah, but it only really gives one per person, so, but it's like as many people, like if more people keep being born, then yeah, they could just keep getting
What if
them.
you just turn it upside down?
Nothing comes out.
Okay, so
Oh
everybody
man.
that just heard his list of trade goods, roll an insight.
Insight.
I'll roll one for Joe. He's not here. He gets a 2. He doesn't notice.
Insight.
I'll roll one for
Or me.
Skywill.
Give me a second.
He rolls a
Oh, what the hell?
9.
I gotta check my
You're a
insight.
druid, right? You should be good at this. No, I'm just saying.
Someone controls Eid. I have a 29 for insight.
Yeah, there we go. I got
Okay.
a 5.
So you remember the price that you've seen in some markets in Tier, and you can tell that his markup is like double what it's actually worth. So
That
like the Silver Spring Elves, they're charging a lot for what they're selling.
this is an insane amount, even for spices.
Maybe I'll make a small discount for friends, he says with a big broad smile. But maybe you'll have to beat me at gambling to get that discount, he says with a sly grin as he pulls out some
I'll do
dice.
it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Ah, but you haven't seen all my wares before we get to the fun and games. He has interesting items, but he doesn't want to show them publicly, so he's going to show you these items. And
I
I'm
mean,
going to
we
drop
just
them
rented
in
some
the
rooms,
Discord.
and can we
No,
go
they're at his
into?
wagons.
Oh, okay.
Ah, too many characters. Hold on, let me cut this in half.
Are you putting in the Discord?
I can't. Too
Yeah.
many characters. Okay, well, I guess I have to break it up into several chunks. Alright, chunk 1. Okay, he deals in spell components. He'll tell you, I thought I could make quite a lot of money selling these items here, because the rumor is that the wizards are allowed to function and operate in Altaruk, and all of these items that I have are of high quality as spell components. I have Beast Head Blood, I have Defiler Ash, that's hard to get, let me tell you. I have Rock Feathers. Have you ever hunted rock? They're quite large. We've even collected quite a bit of Sun Para-Elemental Essence. This stuff, potent, let me tell you. If you're trying to brighten a room up, you can make some pretty powerful light spells with this stuff. So, he shows you those items, and then he goes to the next wagon, and he shows you these items. He says, have you ever seen a bouillon crystal? Have you ever tasted Cylops eye jelly? Ah, a delicacy.
Never heard of that, and we've never tasted it because that sounds quite disgusting. What
Yeah, I
is
was gonna say the same thing.
Cyclops jelly for?
Have you ever had worms? You might like it.
No,
I've
I
had
have a
gruel
pretty
in the
good digestive
slave
tract.
pit, which probably had some maggots.
No, I have a pretty good digestive tract. Always have.
So
Maggot soup.
the thing he shows you, he describes it. This little thing is a tassel worm. This psionic parasite lives under the skin of your scalp. The worm provides psionic power. You can cast your psionic sorceries using the power of the worm. Some people really enjoy the worm. something of a symbiosis, and they'll have quite a few. You can have a colony of worms living on your scalp, living and breeding, multiplying. But use caution, because if you have too many worms, your mind will simply go away.
Who would buy
Could
that?
could you have multiple worms that are of the same gender, so they won't mate, or
You could
should
try.
they not have?
Good luck telling the male and female worm apart.
What kind of a power do they give you?
So, like, if you were a scion, like Ring Sight, if Ring Sight attaches one of these worms to his head, he will have an extra first level spell slot every day.
How noticeable is this?
Cool.
So like, you know that meme of the kid that's sitting next to a girl and the vein, the side of his head is like throbbing really hard?
Mm-hmm.
It would look like that.
Yeah.
So how noticeable is it if you like for the person?
Not really
laying-
interested in this, to be honest. Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
how
But
noticeable is it
Ring
for the
Sight would
person
benefit
laying?
from this since he's a scion.
Wait, ninja.
Where's
Like, let's
Ninja?
say I want to sneak this onto someone's scalp. How
It's
noticeable?
muted and everything.
It does damage. They would know right away.
Ah, damn it.
They'd
So I can't
feel
find
it burrowing in.
Oh, okay. What else do you have?
Well, can I trust you? You're not
No.
gonna narc on me, are you? He shows you these
I-
items.
I would not.
I've got Chathrang Venom, Cistern Fiend Toxin, Silt Serpent Venom, Cyanokus Poison.
Okay, I might not snitch on you.
I've got
I think-
Trin.
I think the Oren would be
he
interested.
just
in
has
that.
a straight. It's a street drug.
Trin is potent. A little slice of a dagger coated in Trin, and you'll be completely paralyzed, unable to move.
Mhm.
We
Yeah,
even have
meth.
Mountain Spider Venom.
Got any meth? Got any meth?
Unfortunately, I do not have a great deal of money on me right now, but we are venturing to the forest. We might come up with some treasures for trade.
Want to buy any poison, Morg? I got the money.
And that's not
No,
all.
not
He's
poison, but maybe
also
magic
got
components.
these items. He's got splash globes of stun cloud juice and splash globes of stench cloud juice. And he's got the Book of Poisons.
Shit.
Book of poisons.
Book of poisons. What do you mean by book of poisons, nigga?
So the Book of Poisons, if you have the Book of Poisons when you are crafting poison, then it adds +1 to the DC of that crafted poison.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You
And how
just have
much
to
is
have
it?
it in your
Oren would really
possession.
want that.
Do we have any poison here in our group?
25 silver pieces for one of these books.
It's not
How
that
much is that
bad.
of ceramics?
250 ceramic.
Ooh, yep. Who's paying that?
You have interesting wares.
They also sell concealing weave. This is some interesting stuff. It's like long sleeves that slip onto your arms that don't have a shirt attached to it. And if you
Lauren,
have
do you
it
wanna look
and you're good at sleight of hand, you can hide the somatic component of your spells, making it harder to counterspell your spells.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. How much does that cost?
That's interesting.
Concealing weave, 6 silver pieces.
6 silver.
I
Oh,
think
hell
that,
yeah. Hell yeah.
Someone might be interested by this.
Yeah, I'll buy
Really?
it. I'll buy it. Can I try to convince him to lower it? Even lower.
Shadow Giant Fume. How did you
Roll a
get that?
persuasion.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like, didn't you like my song? Sell it to me cheaper.
We both know you're on bullshit, and I'm no snitch, but I am petty. So
Are we
Are
17.
you gonna threaten him if he doesn't give you a discount?
Nah, afraid I can't reduce the price on this.
the
yes,
Sunparial Mental Essence there? How much do you have? Only one?
Yeah, just one.
Are you
I'm
sure?
gonna purchase that.
All right. 187 silver pieces.
Chris, can you go through this party bag of holding and then buy stuff?
Taro can do that. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we'll ask him. We'll just meditate for a while. And...
If you have gold, the Daggerin crystals are pretty handy. They are consumable, but they add to the DC of spells, +1 or +2, depending on which one you use.
For what kind of spells, though?
Any spell. So 2 gold for a +1, 6 gold for a +2, but it is consumed when you cast the spell. So one time.
Oh, the dagger.
The Daggerin crystal.
When all telepathy. The Bunyan crystal, that one, expire. When you use it, it consumes it. Doesn't say it does. 8 gold adds +1 DC to telepathy based psionic powers like charms or compulsion.
Yeah, all of these are consumable unless they say otherwise. The only one that's not is the aviary egg horn that says not consumed on use. I think that's the only one.
That's not really good for me. It's for DC of mind influencing spells. That's something more for Saul.
What does it
I
mean? The
don't
good
actually have a
descriptor.
lot of mind influence spells. I have spells that do psychic damage. I took the mind influence
I
spells.
don't really have any powers that are mind controlling.
Ringside does. Ringside does. Did he just leave?
He's
Oh, wait.
muted.
You had an
Oh,
ass
the stuff is still in the page, so if he wants them, he can buy them pretty much. Though.
Yeah.
Interesting. Are you planning on going to Tyr with your goods?
Would we be welcomed in Tyr? The reception in Altaruk has not been all that friendly.
It's a bigger city, but a lot more people. There has been some issues in the health, part of the city.
The health department.
A little while ago. So there might be some open space for new arrivers.
Ah, interesting. I will consider your offer. If you put in the good word for me, like if you're a important man in Tyr, he asks if you're capable of writing.
Me, no, but I have friends here, yes.
You said the magic W word.
I can do.
Since you're, some of your party are nobles in Tyr, like perhaps the word of an Astocles would carry some importance. If you could get like a written letter of entry into the city.
Oh, was he asking the word?
I'm sure we could look into that, but there's going to be certain,
certain
things that you can or can't do in a city that you must understand.
Can I talk to you for more real quick?
But Saul here is the better person to help you with that. He has much better contact than I would.
Can I talk to you real quick?
I'm the high priest of the Fire Cleric Tower.
Oh, very important.
But I don't dabble too much in politics.
Hey, good morning. This guy didn't lower the price for us. Fuck it. You don't get no
Unless it's to sell weapons, but...
Getting an elf to lower the price in Dark Sun is DC 20.
Wait, this is an elf?
I'm not even trying. They're all scumbags.
Wait, this is an elf ninja?
Yes.
It's a whole tribe of elves, the fast coin elves.
Oh,
I just paid.
No.
I don't know. I think we kind of lost our black market.
That's true.
Tyr,
The
so.
Tyrian elven market was kind of thrashed by the Urdraxan.
Yeah, so,
the spies when they came in.
There's an open space, if they want to take it. And we know them, so they might give us some favors or do a better job at trying to find items for us.
You sure you want to welcome them into our city, man?
No, the Crimson Curse is. Wait. No, wait, no, that's a really old thing.
I guess I'll go and rest after this. Getting ready, praying and doing all these things to get ready. Also, I'll make sure everybody gets their feast for the next day.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not super interested. There's not too many druid specific components. Yeah, so I'm okay. But
Yeah, I
thank
think
you
there's
for
only
showing us the
one of
way.
these is specifically for druids. Which one was
Oh, I
it?
remember now. There was the fire cleric we met here once, but he's gone now because he was more of a traveler. That's when we were like low level, like the first time we went out of tier. Practically, like on our way to Golg, actually, I think.
If if the spell that I use when I consume the beast head blood is a concentration spell, would it repeatedly like activate for the whole duration of the concentration spell?
It's for the duration of whatever spell you cast with it.
Okay,
Yeah, that's neat.
that could be
That's why I got
kind of
the.
good then.
That's why I got the sun thing, because we're
Do I
talking
have
about
my
going and fighting against undeads later on. Huh? So we're a lot of you need a lot of light spells and stuff like that. That might be useful.
He'll get more of these in stock, but it takes him about a week after you buy one.
Sure, I'll buy a beast head blood for 9 silver.
All right. A little pricey, but if you really need a spell to hit hard.
Yeah.
Is this something that I could really get somewhere else that has less, like, lower cost?
Possibly, yeah. So anytime you kill a beast head giant, you could extract his blood with a nature check, and then you'd have a
Oh.
bunch of it.
I did not know that. That's
Or if
a
you could
good
get a
thing to remember.
friendly beast head giant to just give you a blood
Yeah.
transfusion without killing him, that would work too.
Yeah, we got some of those. We got friends, giants.
It's a weird request though. I need your blood, man. Give me your blood.
For shinies. I don't know.
Well, the other advantage of this list, you might just want to copy the list down as a note just to say, like, if I encounter this creature in the wild, I could try to harvest this.
Mm-hmm. We need the like the Dark
Oh,
Sun
sweet.
Alchemist.
What's this horn?
The Aviarag horn. Do you want to buy it? It's 27 gold.
Yes.
All right.
Take a look at the Daggeron Crystal.
The Aviarag horn is like a unicorn horn that you wield like a wand, and it enhances your spells that have the good descriptor.
Wait, what spells have that description?
I'd have to look, but in Dark Sun there is a category of good spells.
Hmm.
Oh,
Let me
so it's
just
not
hold
just
on
like
to that.
regular player spells?
It says they specifically have to be from the list of good spells.
Take a look at the Daggeron Crystal, tarot. You'd like that.
Hmm?
Just a couple lower, Daggeron Crystal.
Hmm. I
Pretty
don't
neat.
like consumption-based items.
It can be useful once in a while though.
What does it add 1d4 to? The damage, the to hit, the DC, all of it?
I think it's the spell level.
Oh,
Like, you know, when you cast a cure spell at a higher spell
Yep.
level, it does more dice. It enhances the spell level of that spell.
Yeah.
oh,
That's
that's
pretty neat.
pretty powerful then.
And
Yeah,
it's only
that's,
for psionics,
that's
right?
pretty worth it.
My elemental staff, you know, I can do that once a day. I can take one of my spells and cast it at one level higher once a day.
But this thing, you could just do it all the time. It's not consumed, so
You have to wield it as your spell component, or your spell
Uh-huh.
focus, I guess.
It's only works for Psionicis, right, Ninja?
I think all of these work for any spell, as long as it matches the requirements in the spell description.
Welcome back.
I'm back. Hey,
hey, Neil,
Hey,
did
Will.
you read my thing in Discord?
You're pulling bitches.
Will, the bard that was rescued the previous day has taken a liking to you. This Domera Tal.
oh, that's gonna be a problem.
She's a big
Dude.
flirt, and while you're here in the inn partying with these elves, she tries to get you alone in one of the private rooms.
She is kind of cute, but
She also
Junith
puts on a
is-
wild animal performance.
Junith is gonna be mad.
That's what everyone else said too. Hold that thought. I need
I
to grab a
don't
drink.
know how that's gonna go down.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Can one of you guys kind of clue me in on what's happened beyond
Yeah.
that?
So we, I mean, besides that, we talked with the Kelfast coin,
yeah.
and
Well,
we were just drinking and stuff.
if you look in
besides
this-
that, Sol also gave a performance, and the bartender I found out, or the owner of the inn, is one of the Veiled Alliance, but they say they're retired, so they don't really want to do anything with that.
Holy
Other than
smoke!
that, not too much else. No, other than that, not too much else.
And on Discord, you can see the list of items you can buy.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
missed out on
Yeah.
Domera's song about the mysterious forests in the
You
west.
might be interested in the Book of Poisons.
Okay.
Oh, also you missed it. She put on a performance.
Yep.
There was a whole poem and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'll put it
How
in the
much he
chat.
wanted you?
What? Oh god dang!
Oh.
Yep. She wrote a song
I
just
rolled
for you, man.
rolled-
know what?
rolled a
Hey.
DC 20 charisma.
I know you're getting a drink, but does anybody know a Athasian Athos curse? I can start making my I can change Oren's curses to be.
Godless
Say
Damn It,
anything.
I thought was actually a pretty good one.
I mean, I'm an atheist, but still.
So
Old habits die hard.
here you go. I came up with a list of racist things that Altaruk people say about giants. Now Joe isn't here, but had Joe been here, I was gonna have the Altaruk people say a bunch of unkind things to him. So here's the list. To giant and half giants alike, they would say that they are town crushers, silt brains, ruin-born, bloody behemoths, griefing giants, silt muckers, fell ruiners, death towers, crumble curs, silt savages, titanic terrors, sea spawns, doombringers, pillar pulverizers, and grave giants, in reference to the many graves of the good people of Altaruk all around.
Don't forget Biggers.
Oh my gosh!
That's a good one because they're pretty big.
Oh my gosh!
So much racism.
So I figure most of the swears in Altaruk are going to be about giants in one way or another.
Jared, I'm so I'm so shook right now. Oh my god!
Every day I cut TOS closer and closer.
We're still good. We're in the green. It's all fine. It's all good.
What? I can't. There's a book I'm supposed to be finding. I'm sorry. I'm looking for the some book that you got. A book of poisons. You said.
Oh, yeah, the elves are selling the Book of Poisons, a variety of powerful
Oh,
poisons.
here it is.
They're also selling a bunch of spell components. Some of them are psionic.
Huh. Oh, here's the performance.
Yeah, I put it
The
in there so
poem.
you could read it.
Thank you.
It's about the pilgrims going into the west. That was the impetus for her traveling here and why she needed rescue from the Gith. And when the question was asked, she said, "Well, I've been writing a poem about what's been going on and investigating the mystery."
Does anybody
Awesome.
in this party use long swords? We have this. It might be useful later when we fight Dragoth again and his dragonoids. But we have this +2 iron longsword that's 1d8 or versatile 1d10 +2 to hit and damage. And anytime you hit anything dragon related, drakes, dragons, etc., it does an extra 3d6 damage.
Powerful.
Soul has that awesome longsword that I had. The longsword with the pink diamond in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ancient +2 steel longsword with a special gem thing going on there. Soul, you have that right now, right?
You gave it to me. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure you
Does that
still.
do?
It's
Does that do
got
extra damage on dragons, or what does that do?
it's got like spell stuff, chromatic orb, something going on with that.
Okay.
Let's see here. 49 charges.
Yep, that one. Yeah. Fun fact: the first time I ever swung it, I broke it.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, it's fixed now. But like back in the jungle, I swung it once. The first time I picked it up, I was like, I can't wait to try out my new sword. Then I got that one, and it just said, yeah, the weapon shatters in your hand.
But it's steel.
I'm very clumsy.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't steel supposed to be stronger than iron?
Yeah, like all the weapons in Athos, like they're on bone and chitin and stuff, and those would shatter on that one. But like, I don't know.
Hey man, I don't think you understand how clumsy these hands are. Hey man,
Okay, cool.
that should be a feat.
The jungle is. I'm sure that the trees are clad in iron themselves. I've ironwood trees. Okay. Um. So I'm going to. Okay. Junithu is not around, is she?
Junithu isn't around. Oh man.
Look,
She
I
is
could
back
just-
on the airship, cooking away, cooking a meal just for you, thinking when he
Just
gets
for
back,
me.
he's going to love this meal I'm cooking.
I know. I'm just gonna, smile and appreciate the attention. Yeah. But I'm going to politely decline, a private time with her.
Okay, when Orin is not interested, she immediately diverts to the next person down, which I think was like a 17, right? Who had a 17?
What? What?
Oh, hang on. You're a mole, though. Roll again. You actually have disadvantage because you're a mole.
17.
Yeah.
Who's a mole?
I rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12.
Yeah,
Never mind
I
then.
got the 17.
You had a 17. You're a half elf. All right. 17's good. You're next on the list. So you get the
She's
attention.
just going down the list of all of our party trying to.
She starts at whoever had the highest charisma check and
Oh
goes
my
to whoever
God.
had the second highest charisma check, and that was
Man,
Soul.
what is this?
She going for
Let me
the team.
see. If I have to roll with disadvantage, let me roll again.
Oh my God.
Let's see if it was
No,
lower
you're
than a
rude.
12, in fact.
It was 1.
Oh my god, she really
She
doesn't
does not
like you.
me.
Who got
Come
the
on, I'm the
lowest?
hero of cheer, baby.
I'm not. You gotta say it like I'm the hero of God, baby.
The guide says she only likes humans, elves, and half-elves. So if you're something other than that, I was going to give disadvantage.
Racist.
Oh, what did you get, Ramon? More.
Grimorn got a 12.
He's a little too religious for her.
What? Look at that face. You didn't specify.
All right, so let's see. The elf scouts don't like it in town, and many of them are going to head out into the wilderness to do some hunting once their enixes are in the stables.
All right, out of character, we have 330 gold, 58 silver, and 2,036 ceramic pieces to split up. That is just pure money, not gems or anything. I don't know if I want to split that while Taurus is in here, but yeah.
His
In case you
loss,
guys
he's
wanna-
not here.
He's not even here in party.
Where is Taurus? Everybody bemused thinks, is he still on the airship? What the hell?
It's hard to
Got
miss
the
a half
blackout
giant.
drunk in his room.
He's
there any-
taken
speaking of
he's
which,
taken a
are there-
long nap in the airship.
Are there any half giants in the city, or are they all elves and humans?
So in Altaruk, it's almost all humans and elves. The elves are not hardly tolerated. Like they're mostly not well liked around here, so it's human centric. But there's some dwarves too.
Okay.
Altaruk is not too far from Ladopolis, which is like the dwarf capital. So you will find a pretty good percentage. I'd say like 12% dwarves here.
Oh, wow. Okay, I found a new curse word that Oren's gonna start saying now.
Biggers?
God damn it. Okay.
Besides that,
No, but E.
oh, you gonna say that one too?
Jared. E goatee is an elven curse for less than an outsider. So
Less than an outsider.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
Personally, I prefer the other one, but that works too.
All right.
Yeah.
What do we got here? We got Trader's Row in town as well. You've got a weapon shop. You've got a perfume shop. You've got a leather goods shop, a tattoo parlor. You've got arrows and bolts. You've got pottery in this big building over here. Herbs are being sold in this building here, the long building. This big wraparound building here is actually like a wizard's bookstore that sells paper, scrolls, and ink, which is just going to be
Wow.
like the most outlandish sight that your gang has ever seen in any town anywhere.
Well. What do we have?
They got a library bookstore. Pretty wild.
Wow.
There's
think I'm
a
beginning.
metalsmith next to that, crafting some fine jewelry and rings and things like that for wizards to craft into magic items. There's a metalsmith down at the end there. Or no, this one's wines and spirits. This is where all the good wine is coming from here. Footwear. They're selling boots and shoes and sandals over here. Let's see, on the far side, you've got the barracks. There's lots and lots of soldiers over here. Maybe they're training in the yard. At the far end, we've got a warehouse. There's a bunch of merchants bringing things on canks into the warehouse at the far end of town. So, some hours of revelry have gone by. Your party has had enough time to rest and recuperate from your travels and your adventures.
Okay, I've got some places I need to go visit. I suppose first thing after all that excitement at the 4 bits, I need to go see Junithu and get my excitement abated.
Orin is thinking about getting up and leaving the tavern when one of the elf scouts comes running in.
What?
Right when you're about to get some action, man.
She shouts some
Can't have that
stuff.
one. Can't have that.
She shouts
I
some
mean,
stuff in Elven at her leader. Who speaks Elven out of the group?
I wish I did. I don't. I just have a smattering.
What do I think I do? Let me check my character sheet.
You're taken by Junithu, but does Junithu actually take it?
So I'll do, and I do speak Elven.
Okay,
Yep.
so if you understand Elven, what you overhear her say to her leader Kilfastcoin is, oh my god, it found us. I can't believe it tracked us here. You idiot, you idiot, I told you it was a bad idea to steal the essence from its eggs.
I fucking hate this guy so much.
Wait, what are the? Do we?
Hold
see
on,
the
I have no
episode?
idea.
Was
I
he
have no
showing it
idea
to
what's
us?
happening.
Okay, so Grimorn just bought the Sun Para-Elemental Essence from this elf. And then this other elf runs in and is saying that, uh-oh, it's come for the Sun Para-Elemental Essence that you stole.
Yeah.
From the sky, a tremendous roar.
Here we go.
It's baby.
Wait, what? You have a light? Oh wait, yeah. The sunburst.
Wait, what
thing.
time of day is it? It's afternoon. It's not dinner time yet, so it's like
In the sun of the bright noon time,
Is that a dragon?
a sun,
Oh my fucking god! Not again, please.
a sun drake
goatee.
descends.
What?
What the
What?
fuck? Why can't we
Can-
get a break?
can I kill
We don't
it?
get paid
Can
enough
I-
for this.
Can I kill it and harvest some?
Wait,
Some
Ninja.
essence?
Wait, guys, are we level 15?
You're level 16.
Oh,
We're level 16?
We leveled twice.
yeah.
What row, Raggy?
How long have you been gone?
Yeah.
I would like to think I was here to session before last. We
He's-
leveled up twice last
He's
session?
been sleepy, but here.
right. Yeah.
when we left Dragot's underground area, we did two things that leveled us up. We broke his zombie artifact thing, and then we also broke his mirror portal artifact. Both of those
Right.
things gave us levels.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we got 2 levels out of that.
Yeah. Both those were major artifacts. The orb of zombie army kind, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, holy shit!
Right.
Run-
Right.
Light elemental drake. Can I harvest that? Can we fight it?
Of
Do we
course.
have to fight it?
Of course.
We
you can
we
fight
have
it,
the
of course
essence
you can.
on us. Can it tell
I
that we have
wanna-
the Grimorn has the essence?
I want to
Is it
do
mad at us?
animal handling. Can I?
Animal handling.
A drake's not an animal, right? It's
a fucking
an
drake.
elemental.
It
It's
is
a
an
fucking
elemental,
drake.
yeah. An angry elemental. You've stolen its
Okay.
babies.
Well, then I guess we're sunk on that.
Oh, I'm the one who has it.
Man said, no, I'm the one who
I
has
have
it.
the sun elemental thing.
Does it smell it on you?
Yeah, you do.
I'll
Yeah,
give it
you're
back.
you're gonna just.
You're
sell
just
it
gonna
back?
be
I'll
like
throw
some-
it back
Oh,
at the fucking creature.
But wait,
You're gonna walk
Hold
over
on.
to it, pat it on the
Wait.
shoulder, and say, "My bad, G."
it's not an egg anymore. It's essence. So you basically have its babies in an omelet.
Oh.
Is that what it is?
I say,
Yeah.
cast,
Once you've
Ring
harvested it, it's you don't harvest from a living thing, right?
Oh.
So it's here for revenge.
Here's your babies stirred up in a
I'm gonna sing
Magic
I mean,
Spell
we
Master
didn't kill it.
You might have accidentally killed a baby or two. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I'm
Does
just saying,
does this Sundrake have intelligence? Does it know we didn't kill it? The baby.
we
We just bought the
accidentally
baby corpse.
might have killed a baby or two.
Anyway, sending spell. What does it want?
Revenge! It screams and roars in its mind.
Let's kill
My
the fucking
bad.
thing, I guess.
My bad. Just letting you know, we
Does it
knew it
have
was
any other
moving.
words besides revenge?
You will sense a malice and intelligence behind its cries for revenge.
Yeah.
Kill.
But also, simultaneously, what's going on at the gate is that this Drake has descended, and there's just mind-enslaved pilgrims everywhere, and it just begins eating them, right? Just swallowing them whole. Dozens
Oh,
of people
what?
just snatching them up in its claws and squishing the life out of them and swatting
What?
them to death with its tail.
Hey,
just
hey, red light.
thrashing violently, killing everybody around. Like, at least 15
Um,
people just died instantly there.
I think at that point we would
Okay.
step in.
Can
Like,
we
this is not
initiative?
just so they're revenging. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not
How far
revenging
is
on
this
Belfast. They're just killing innocent
That was-
people. at
that
this
was
point.
like a
That had nothing to do with
surprise.
that.
Right.
So I'm just setting up the
Excuse-
initiative tokens here.
Excuse me, sir.
15 snacks and then a surprise round. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's
Freaking
rough.
burst into the McDonald's and flipped over the tables and smacked and threw a child into the drinks machine
What the fuck?
He just
before
broke the ice
violently
cream.
vomiting all over the
He
tables.
just broke the ice cream machine. Oh.
I've known you for 5 seconds, but I hate you so much.
All right. So, Grimorn, what do you do?
So this is dead babies I'm wearing. I have in my head.
So this is dead baby.
You're still
Okay.
You're still so focused on that.
In
You don't even
order,
know.
in order to,
That is such a banger one-liner. So these are dead babies I'm wearing.
in order to harvest the essence of a sun para-elemental, you have to kill a sun para-elemental. And you're holding the remains of a sun para-elemental, which was a sun drake.
But
No,
listen,
man, this,
though.
this,
Hey,
this-
wait. Maybe I can bring it back to life.
Oh, that would be an interesting
What?
thing to do on your first turn.
Yeah, I'm-
Resurrection.
I am going to cast the resurrect on this thing.
Holy Christmas.
You're gonna burn diamonds on this?
Wait a minute. Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Woo.
Dude. Okay.
Wait
so
a minute.
awesome.
We can harvest more.
But- oh my gosh. So
Mhm.
listen. Does he even have a connection? Does he make the connection known that he understands that this is his babies?
Yeah, I do understand that.
Okay. Okay.
Well, he speaks Elven, so he puts the clues
Oh,
together that the elf ran
okay.
in, and
Oh, he was the one who spoke Elven. My bad.
Yeah, I'll revive the baby.
okay, you'll make a young Sundrake.
Oh.
There's two of them now.
Plop.
Yeah, and I'll try to speak to that creature, and I'll tell it that we didn't know. We just purchased it from the person who took it away from you, but I brought it back to life. So
That is amazing.
you can leave, and we can forget about it.
All right, but how do you talk to it?
I
Okay, listen.
Can we telepathically talk to the creature?
Okay,
Listen.
you attempt to telepathically talk with the creature.
Yeah. Or I ask about, since I cannot do it, I shout to ringside.
He's next
Tell
in the initiative. Yeah.
All right,
So-
so
Tell-
what's
tell
going to happen
Ringside
is,
to-
as a legendary action at the end of your turn, it's going to mind link you.
Ooh.
Oh, that takes care of it, I guess. I was gonna say something different, but go ahead.
Do you accept this telepathic bond?
Yeah.
All right. It says you can communicate telepathically through your bond even if you do not share a common language. It speaks Draconic only.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing I could have done. Like I was thinking maybe Ignit, but no, it's not even the right elemental. So,
Damn it, wish
um,
to Chadro.
well, I repeat pretty much what I said, and I say, if it, we can keep it at this, and you have your baby back. We don't need to use violence.
Hmm. Interesting. It says in your mind. Its intellect is reptilian and very alien, but the words come through clearly. It's going to contemplate your idea. Hmm.
Can I give some assistance?
I need a persuasion roll from you as well.
Ooh, can I do it?
No. This is mind link communication only. Nobody else
Oh
even
my
hears it.
gosh! All right.
Damn.
Persuasion.
Yep, it's got to be a persuasion. You're trying to convince this creature that peace is the better option here. Peace and diplomacy when it wanted
Yeah.
revenge.
Hey, but wait, could you use animal handling instead?
Yeah. No.
Nah, it's
Oh.
more of a intelligent creature than an animal.
I just have a 14. Like I can't. Oh, I don't have charisma.
Look, he better get amazing bonus for the fact that he spent all that to resurrect. And you had that memorized? You had that prepared?
Mm-hmm.
Holy Christmas, dude.
Why would a cleric not prepare revive? Come on.
All right. The Sun Dragon is intrigued, and the Sun Dragon is going to snarl that fire should know its place beneath the sun. But your bargain is acceptable, and it hisses, and it grabs its baby away from you.
It's kind of cinematic, though, to be honest. Out of this whole thing, like I can really see this happening. That this huge Drake comes down, and then you just like, oh, okay, boom, and all of a sudden, and we're just dumbfounded. We had no idea the thing you just bought from the store. What did you even buy?
I bought that because I was thinking we're gonna go to the undead zone at some point.
But what
Yeah.
was it? I'm saying?
It's an item that I use as a consumable, and when I cast a light spell, it casts it at the DC with a +2 on it.
Again,
+2 level.
what was it? Is it a glob of? Is it a
Yeah.
potion? Is it? Is
Oh
it
no,
a?
it's like I guess it's the corpse of that creature.
It is an elemental essence. So basically, each type of elemental has an essence that you can harvest from it that you can use as a component. Like he uses fire elemental essences in order to do the hero's feast that everybody benefits from all the time.
So fine. So it's a potion. It's like a vial, basically. Yeah, or is it a crystal?
No,
What is
your
it?
your description of like the egg, like a container containing the essence that you can consume as part of a spell.
Okay, so it's like a leather pouch full of egg yolk, basically, or what?
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't have a specific descriptive for it. I would think maybe bottled, like in a potion bottle.
Okay, so we got a bottle. He buys this mysterious bottle from the flippin' elven merchants, and then all of a sudden, you listen to that scout speaking Elvish, and all of a sudden, and then this dragon comes down, wings being throwing up sand everywhere and chowing down on mindless pilgrims, and all of a sudden, you've got a dragon baby in your hands, and you just kind of hold it up
Yep.
and look intently at the.
And my character is completely chaotic, Like, why not? Give it a try.
Well,
I'm
we're
kind
sitting
of
here-
surprised that you spent
we're-
100
we're-
something silver on this thing,
Yeah.
plus whatever
No.
diamond to revive it.
no, all of us are sitting here. Everybody's getting ready to fight, and then all of a sudden, and before the fight even starts, you have a baby, and you just kind of hand it up to the mama.
Yep.
My bad. Your baby was
And the
kind of
mama
dead.
leaves.
my bad.
Ah.
That
Can we ask Kel Fastcoin for like a reimbursement for like just saving everybody? And then
Yeah,
No
yeah,
refunds.
definitely.
Well,
He'll
that's good.
reward you for that.
That's gonna win us a couple
I-
points in the city, man.
yeah. I mean, but I'm just still jaw agape.
It was
at,
pretty epic. Like
Grimoire.
the guide has a description for the Drake attack. Now, in the original way that it was going to play out, this would happen on the road, but here it happened right in town. So it says that you see the huge beast, at least a couple dozen feet long, spiny, scaly, reptilian, grabbing fistfuls of pilgrims, shoving them into its mouth. Off to the right, a pile of burning corpses. The worst part of the whole scene is that the pilgrims are not fazed by this horrendous attack. The ones who have not been touched by the beast simply continue to walk towards the west or to sit idly waiting for their time to go. The pilgrims who lie in the claws of the beast are silent, not even screaming. Not even when the beast lifts them to its jaws and bites down on them. They don't even react.
Wow.
Did we do that?
With what looks to be expressions of boredom, the beast focuses its gaze on, let's see, one particular pilgrim. In a few seconds, the woman bursts into flames as its radiant beam attack just incinerates her on the spot.
Does it do fire damage or radiant damage?
Radiant damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like she gets nuked essentially.
Oh man!
Praise the
says,
sun!
It says she lives long enough to walk 3 steps before her skeleton hits the ground.
Oh, why?
Guys, are we gonna do
Come
something,
back to
guys?
that sentence.
Guys, guys, are we gonna do something?
But it says the pilgrims closest to her simply walk around the smoldering body. No eyes turn with looks of concern. No hands reach out to help. The march onward continues, still looking bored. The creature nonchalantly picks up another 3 pilgrims and begins raising them to its maw.
Wow, guys, I think
What is
It
wrong
was
with them?
my turn, actually.
Well, I mean that was all before. That was like the initial when it first appeared. So
Oh.
we're
and we
past that.
just let her leave.
We're-
We just-
We're past that point. The
Come on,
creature lets out a
yeah.
roar and flies into the sky and off into the sky.
Yeah, I don't think we're the bad guys here.
That was eventful.
Grimorn,
that-
are you sure that was the best course of action? Are you sure you're not like?
Yeah, you sure we should have
like,
just killed the
good
bitch?
a line that we should have killed this thing?
No, I just want to experiment and see if it was gonna work, and it worked.
That was
gonna
a
have
crazy
another-
plan. Hey, glad
We're gonna have
it
another
worked out
chance to
well.
kill a creature like that. We don't have to fight it here, I guess.
How do you feel about its comment that you? I don't know if I heard it. About it
No, you didn't
saying
hear
that you
that.
should be subservient to the sun.
You didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
That was all mind linked. But still, though, I'm gonna basically clasp you on the shoulder and just say, "Wow, that was amazing, Grimorn. Well done. I'm impressed. You saved. Well, we could have been a lot more bloodshed, I'm sure."
Well, this creature seemed meaner than a regular Drake like we fought before.
Yeah, last Drake we fought, we just got into a fight with Kendrick.
I don't know what we could have done against it.
Now that I know you are just being, what's the word? Kind. You are being.
Modest.
Is it facetious? Modest?
Oh.
There's a word. I don't know it. Yeah. You're being modest.
You guys owe me a round of drinks.
Yes. That. I'm spending a goal right now.
Soul, you got another song for this coming out?
Yeah, I already made it. Yeah.
Marking it off. Okay. Run of drinks for everybody. That was flipping crazy.
Okay, Kelfastcoin says, "You've saved my life. I can't thank you enough. I'll give you 1,000 gold in credit."
Oh, that's perfect for what I'm about to do next.
Sure.
Hey, Ninja.
Oh.
Well, no, the
Hold on.
the
No, not
diamond,
gold.
not gold. The ceramic piece, like your.
Oh, I was about to say. Oh,
Yeah.
man, you're about to hate us.
You just-
You're about to-
Buying everything.
Right.
You just
Right.
spent.
I'm gonna buy the whole town.
Yeah,
just
you're
spent,
about to fucking hate us.
Well, you spent
Is-
1,000 on the diamond, right? So that's like reimbursing you for the diamond.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
Whoa!
But that's
the
like 10
object
gold still.
Itself is worth
Yeah.
more than that.
Impressive.
It's
yeah.
still a 10 gold reward.
Hey, Ninja, I got a question. What the fuck is this? Or I think
The
it would
sun
be good.
What do you?
parallel was worth 187 silver.
Are you? What color's your hand?
Yeah, he'll reimburse that too.
Okay.
Ninja, what
I'm
is?
curious about what
I sent him
Severo
in
might
dark
have to
mode,
say
chat,
about
Ninja.
this.
A
What is that?
miniature portal carved from ivory.
Like, where's that creature coming from?
I'm looking.
When they
Okay.
say a portal, do they mean like a
No, I
literal
know that,
portal
but
or
this
something
is
different?
a very open environment for a large creature.
It's like a
I guess.
Stargate. It's like a little circular disc
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh, can I buy one of those from him?
with runes around. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I want to buy one of those for 5 ceramic pieces.
5 ceramic.
Wait, how much does it cost?
Is that even on the list?
I don't know. It's a
What was
spell
that?
component I like really need, and I need a lot of
Did you
them.
guys did you guys add the 55 gold, 9 silver, 345 ceramic pieces, 9 bits, and 9 beads?
If it's a
Not yet.
regular spell component, any merchant can sell it to you.
Okay.
What was that? You said we made money?
Does it have like a listed item value?
I already posted in the Discord.
No, I'm kind of just reading it off of the item listing.
What, on
I can
Discord
pull it up if
somewhere?
I lose the value.
It'd probably be like 25 ceramic pieces then, if it's just a generic.
Oh, I see. Oh, sweet. That's not bad. 55 gold.
Guys,
Yeah,
I might
that was
just letting
in
y'all
a
know
third-party thing.
Yeah,
we
all
might
the
never
stuff. Okay.
we might never have to set up camp again. Wait, actually, let me ask Ninja if this is allowed before I even get the spell. Ninja,
Which
Ninja?
spell is it?
Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Oh, really? You sure?
But not
You want to read it
basically,
first?
basically just a bigger Liam's tiny hut.
No, it's more than that.
It's a lot more than that.
What are you guys talking about?
I'm gonna put the spell description in the
He
Dark
gets
Sun
to
chat.
summon a castle out of nowhere, and
Yeah.
we get to sleep in it.
And it's in a non-dimensional space, if I recall.
It even has 100
Wait, what?
servants that fold clothes, do laundry.
Right. And it's got food and water, if I recall as well.
Yeah, enough for 9 people. Hold on, let me see.
Which is probably the part that needs to be left off for Athos, is the food and water part.
Yeah, Ninja already specified that we don't get free food and water from spells.
Except for Hero's Feast.
I mean, you have to pay for the food to make the hero's feast, so yeah.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
see what
don't
it
you
is.
have to,
I see what
like-
it is. So what you
don't you have to,
need
like, pay
is
for that?
a simple little statue that costs 5 ceramic pieces, and it doesn't get destroyed in use. You just hang on to it, so you don't need a lot
Oh.
of them.
Okay. What about a tiny silver spoon?
Yeah, you'd have to get that too. The silver spoon is going to be expensive.
We have miscellaneous silver objects worth 15 gold and 25 silver. Wasn't that just silverware? Like, do we have silver?
Yeah, just peel off 5 ceramic pieces from that value, and that can be a silver spoon.
And also, can I get a small piece of polished marble?
5 ceramic.
So,
Oh, hell yeah.
So you're spending like 1 silver then.
Question about these poisons. It says 3 GP. Is that on a per dose basis?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's expensive, but they're powerful poisons if you look at them.
That is amazing con saves. Those are big saves. Chathrang, what the heck is that?
A Chathrang is a giant turtle that shoots out grappling hooks like a scorpion from Mortal Kombat, and then it sucks you in, and then it bites you with its big giant turtle beak, but at the same time it's using psychic powers to crush your mind so that you're like helpless while it's drawing you in and eating you alive.
How
I
about
can
a
turn into one of those.
How about a cistern fiend?
Cistern Fiend is like a big creepy squid thing that lives in the mud and the muck in a watery hole.
Okay. Gosh. Okay, I'll have to get back to you on this.
Wait, if I turn into a Chithrang with a beast, with my wild shape, can you guys like harvest venom?
No, they can't harvest you.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but it would hurt.
Milk
It would
me.
do a bunch of damage to you. It'd be like
I mean,
getting a surgery. It'd probably do like several d6 of damage.
Chithrang has a lot of hit points, and I'll just like turn back into a human after.
And what would it turn into afterwards? Like, what sort of juice would they get from you when it turns back into you?
Oh yeah,
Would it do that?
just be blood.
Let's just say no, you can't harvest a wild shaped creature.
Okay. It's like I wild shape into a kank and Taurus is just sucking on my globules.
Oh no!
Okay.
You know he's not here. What's the stop?
This is getting
Yeah, while you were gone, you milked more.
this is getting a little weird, guys.
Like
You
that
guys-
is the cost for him helping me read my
Man,
book.
what happened to the good old days back when whenever you weren't here, your character do like some insane shit? What happened to that? Ninja? What happened to that?
Did you decide which items you wanted for the reward?
Those items I already picked. Yep.
Well, I mean, you could buy stuff if you want, but I'm saying like Grimorn paid 1,000 for resurrecting the dragon, so he is offering to reimburse Grimorn in particular with 10 gold worth of his merchandise for the diamond he spent.
Wait, what item list would this be?
The one in Discord. So
it
Grimorn,
like-
which items do you want?
Oh.
Do you want a head full of tassel worms? Do you want
No.
10 tassel worms attached to your skull?
You
Not
want
interested.
you want to have to stand white? You want?
I don't know. Is there something useful for the group? I don't need anything out of that group, that list.
I would not mind some of this venom.
Didn't you want the Book of Poisons? It's 25 silver.
I will
That's
definitely
it,
take the
more
Book
than-
of Poisons
Hmm.
and a
Yeah, there
couple
you
of
go.
doses of this Chithang venom.
I'll give you the 10 credit. That's fine.
Oh well, okay. Here I go, spending spree.
So we need to make a little list, find out what adds up to 10 here. So you're getting...
Does he have multiple
Chithrang.
doses of Chithrang venom, or just one of them?
He's got one of each thing, so you're going to have to
Okay.
Hey,
So you
pick one or the other.
You get 3 gold.
ring
you
sight.
get 2.5 gold on the Book of Poisons, so it's 5.5.
ring set. Oh, he can't hear me. He's muted and deafened.
How rude.
Well,
Oh.
there's this bouillon crystal that you might want to look at.
8 gold, though. That would be all of it.
Over. So
Can I get the ninja? What about the Tacome's Thalamus? When
T'Challa.
consumed before casting a spell, the spell ignores the creature's magic resistance.
That's kind of interesting. I mean, if we're gonna be going up against sorcerer kings, this is some stuff we need to look into.
Yeah.
The
How many?
Thalamus is really expensive, though. 25 gold.
I can afford it.
Yeah, if you
the
want to buy it,
bouillon
go ahead.
crystal is
I want to
not-
buy 2 of them. So that's
reusable,
50
right?
gold.
No. He only has one of each thing.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
Damn it! Fuck this guy. I hate him.
Really? Really?
I mean, look at these items. Each one of these is a rare and difficult to obtain item, and he's got 12 rangers that he's hired on to find all these creatures for
It
him.
has nothing to do with the fact that he's poor. It has everything to do with the fact that he's an elf and poor.
Wow.
He's got a pretty good
That's the
selection
thing.
considering that he's just starting out.
Wait, Defiler Ash?
You have to kill 3 defilers to get that.
Ugh.
Oh, this is something.
Wait, what does Twilight Ash do?
It gives you the
Nobody-
empowered meta magic on a spell.
None of you are.
Reroll damage dice up to your charisma modifier.
Yeah.
I mean, what did Soul use that?
That'd be good for Soul, yeah. 34
Uh,
gold
what
pieces,
was-
though. It's
That's
expensive.
expensive.
Wait, what's
But
expensive
again, like I said, you have to kill 3 defilers to make it.
Defiler Ash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need their like corpses or something and
Yeah,
burn?
you kill 3
Oh hell
defilers.
yeah! I'm buying the Defiler Ash.
You kill
Wait,
3
wait, that's
defilers, you
expensive.
burn
That's a lot.
them, and then you combine their ash to get the defiler ash.
Real
Although,
quick,
go ahead, your turn.
I was ready to say, real quick, I wanna pour into the side and do like a money spread real quick, and then go back to buying the Defiler. just so you can know, to stop saying that's expensive though. Just real quick.
So Grimorn
Here.
still has 4.5 credit. What else are we getting here?
Here, I'll take 3. I'll take 3 gold worth. You take the rest of it. Okay.
Wait, this is using Grimoire's credit.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you got 7 gold credit right there.
I've got a note card that is specifically what Grimorn's credit is going towards. So far, it's just got 2 things on it. So anything else, you have to buy yourself.
Yeah, you guys just had to the list. Like, I don't need anything.
You have 4.5 gold of credit left.
Yep.
Yeah, for you guys. Like, I don't need anything.
So somebody take a pick.
Take it all there. Soul.
I want to know more about the good descriptor spell thing, because depending on how many spells that we have that have the good descriptor, like I might want the Avagarian horn thing, and I would pay the difference that comes after.
I think
Afterwards.
it's like probably a crossover if a cleric could cast it also.
I mean, then that would just be really good for Grimoire.
What's that?
The Avagarian horn thing, which adds a 1d4 spell level, and it's not consumed on use. Any good spell that you cast.
Okay. You
It's
can
a
use
1d4
it over and over
spell.
again?
Yeah, it says it's not consumed on use.
Is there an attunement needed?
No, it doesn't say it does,
Hold on. What are you guys talking
which
about?
makes it really freaking ridiculously powerful. Avagarian horn, it's 27 gold. When you use it to cast a spell with a good descriptor, add a 1d4.
Oh, no, I don't
plus-
have that. Like, I don't... Oh, except for Ealing, maybe. Ealing is a good descriptor, probably.
I don't know.
No,
It just said it's like pretty
healing
much
is not
anything a cleric
good.
casts.
No?
No, good. I think that's only a very specific set. Isn't that just for like, I don't know, banishment or what's it called? Healing.
That's why I wanted to know what the list is, because I'm not sure on
Smite. Come on, brain. What else?
I don't really have these spells, then. Nah,
Wait,
it's
can
not. It's
Kara
not good.
smite
It's
now?
not. It's not
Oh.
good for me. I'm not.
Not holy.
Unfortunately,
Is there anything that has radiant damage, or is it...
if I was a
Very
paladin, you
specific.
know, and I had these type of powers, then maybe. But
I'm gonna message Taro.
Because if it's radiant damage, then I could use my sunbeam thing. That's concentration. Just keep blasting with a super high level spell, sunbeam.
I guess Dawn. I could cast Dawn at a higher level.
Does Dawn do anything if you upcast it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Does
Can't
it do
outcast
additional?
that.
Wait, does Dawn do radiant damage? What is that?
Yeah.
I thought it just does like sun. Yeah.
No. Let me find it. That's the spell I was casting in the Shadow World. You know. Can't remember. I think it's level 5. Yeah, Dawn. Yeah, 4d10 radiant damage. 60 feet.
Doesn't
radius.
say you can upcast it.
No, you can't. It's a good spell though.
Oh wait, ninja.
What's up?
Like
In
the
the,
good
morning
spells, what
cadence-
are we talking about? Like because I don't think that really affects me that much. Like
In the morning
item.
cadence magnificent mansion spell, is the food and water not included?
It's it exists, but it's illusionary. It's non-filling. You can eat it; it'll taste good, but it won't meet your requirements.
Oh man.
Oh, I can't upcast sunbeam either. It doesn't get extra damage.
So there's an illusionary 9-course meal on the table.
Right?
No.
What
No, it's
case
not good.
is it?
Yeah, Tarot might be the only one. I don't know if he has some of these spells. So,
good.
anyone else want something on that list with those credit?
Did you
How
take
many
the?
credit? How many credits do you have?
Huh?
4.5 left. Gold.
No, I don't really want anything.
Doubles the duration of feather fall. That's not bad. And then also again, if you guys didn't already add your gold that we split, I said that we had a bunch in the Discord chat.
Who does sleight of hand?
Me.
I do.
Yeah, concealed
well,
weave.
Oh, I already bought that.
Yeah, then he doesn't have any more. He just has the one. Okay.
The isn't that for concealed weave? Isn't that for what's it called? Spells?
Oh, you get an
It's for
advantage.
casting spells discreetly, so people can't counterspell you.
Well, that would be good for us. Oh, okay.
Where's the concealed weave? There it goes. I can copy paste it.
And also so people don't try to fucking murder you in regular towns.
Yeah, exactly. That's for Soul.
Hey.
All right.
I was
I went
thinking.
to ChatGPT for the answer, and it's telling me the good spells are Cure Light Wounds, Cure Serious Wounds, Cure Critical Wounds, Heal, Holy Word, Holy Smite, Protection from Evil, Detect Evil, Dispel Evil, Remove Curse. That's all it's
So I
got for
should.
me.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, dispel evil and those things deal damage.
No,
Right?
all the cures.
And the cures, I didn't think that was going to be good, but okay, there you go.
I knew those were going to be included, because that was my specific example. When you cast a healing spell, it can be up to 4 levels higher than you cast it.
Yeah, I'm defensively. Getting
What?
one.
It's
Yeah.
friggin' broken. You're holding a unicorn horn, and you cast healing spells through it, and they're just magically enhanced up to 3 levels, or up to 4
I thought it
levels.
was plus 1d4 to the hit points, not 1d4 to the levels.
Yeah, it's to the level. I just bought it. Boom.
A bunch of these spell components are about increasing the level of the spell.
Well, okay then.
But it doesn't apply to a lot of spells, because only certain ones have the upcast at higher level thing.
Okay.
For
Defiler
heal, that
Ash,
can give an
know
extra
what?
40 hit points.
I'm not
Yeah.
so sure about the Defiler Ash. That is really cool. I want to make my own later. But the Tichwab Thalamus, that could be huge.
Yep,
we
already
did
got
we did have some opportunities for Defiler Ash in the past. We just didn't know that it was like an ingredient.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're learning a lot from these elves here.
Yeah.
we sure are.
Ah!
But they got 12 rangers, and rangers are experts at exploring the land and harvesting the goods.
Yeah, need to write this down. But that's about it. Oh, Taro's back.
He'll tell you you should buy the Trin. That's his favorite. He'll tap his belt knife and he'll say, in case I need to stick anybody, I use Trin. You know, it doesn't leave a dead body laying around, but it gives me time to get out of there.
I thought Trin was for working out, man.
That's Tren, T-R-E-N. This is T-R-I-N.
He uses that too.
Causes paralysis for
What is he
1 minute.
talking about?
DC 13 con save. Repeatable to end the effect at the end of each turn.
Yep, it's cheap, basic paralysis poison. It's equivalent to like a drow poison, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But it's a one use like poison thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a
Yep.
coating that you apply to a dagger. Or a arrowhead or something.
I need to know if the horn. What spells does that apply to?
Oh, I listed it. So it was Cure Light Wounds, it was Holy Word, it was Heal, it was Holy Smite, Protection from Evil, Detect Evil, Dispel Evil, and Remove Curse.
And it puts you at plus 1d4 levels, caster level higher.
So if you need to remove a
Remind me,
really high-level curse and you're holding this wand, it will improve your chances a lot.
I'm going to buy it, if only because there's probably someone I can give it to.
I already bought it.
You're more
Too
than-
late. There's only one.
Too late. Finders, keepers, losers, losers.
Boy, this is the funnest thing, having just one of each item. And everybody's like, damn it, I wanted that.
Well, the nice thing is, since
Alright,
it
well,
doesn't
what's left
require
then?
attunement, if you run out of spell slots, you can toss it to me, and I can start casting super high level healing spells.
Mm-hmm. That's for healing that I got it.
Yeah.
It's gonna make a huge difference.
The
I got-
Chathrang Venom's been
and-
bought. The Book of Poisons has been bought. The Horn has been bought.
I even have my higher level moon sickle that gives me an extra D4 on healing spells. So I got healing class stuff.
Did you see the Bouillon crystal? The Bouillon,
Yeah, do
Bouillon
you want that?
crystal, the Dagoran
Ring
crystals.
sight?
All telepathy-based psionic powers. Charms or compulsion. Do I have any of those? Telepathy-based.
The crystals get consumed on use, Ninja?
Dagoran ones get consumed, but the Bouillon crystal does not.
Yeah, everything on this list is a consumable except for the Aviarag Horn.
Not the Bouillon crystal.
All of them.
What?
That's an expensive consumable.
Well, I don't know about that anymore.
As expressed, I do not like consumables.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause I will
the
forever be blighted by
Tazzleworm. The Tazzleworm is the one thing on the list that's not consumable. That one's actually reproducible. Do you wish to be host to parasites?
Thought about taking on that one.
No.
You should,
However,
because you would be a great host for these parasites.
Wait, what is the thing that says it does 1 damage? That's just up front when it enters your skin?
Yes, it does 1 damage as it burrows its way under your scalp and nestles itself close to your brain, where it can sort of just feed off your ambient mental energy.
Nice.
You get a psionic
So it
power
does
once
one-
per day,
Yeah.
which gives you a level 1 spell slot for free, although it gives you -1 on wisdom saves, specifically only to resist sound effects. Not everything, just on those.
So if a evil wizard tries to hit you with a wisdom save, it's not going to be affected by this. It's only when a scion tries to influence you, because they can get to you through the worm.
God, it's like an antenna.
what if
Yep.
I put these into like a mecha lot?
Into? What, like anally?
No.
God, he's trying to breed them.
The
It's my
Tazzleworm
idea.
would hate a
Maybe.
Mechalot because a Mechalot's too stupid. It doesn't have any psionic powers.
Because I don't want to get mind control.
No,
But I
they don't
can
mind control
probably-
you. They're harmless. They literally
Yeah, but it
have
makes
zero
me more
effect on you.
vulnerable to getting mind controlled.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So I'm
The
thinking
thing
to
is,
myself, if I can
for me, it kind of is interesting because, a psionic point is probably not that big of a deal for you guys, but a psionic dice, I could get 1 psionic dice or a first. I could go through dice like crazy if I wanted to.
Yeah, they'd be great for you. You could become infested.
I'm thinking about it.
Well,
It's
my
1
thought
gold.
is, I'll just take them home, and then I don't know, find some people who don't mind it.
Okay,
And-
he's got 1 Tazzleworm for sale here, but he'll tell you if you want to buy more than this one, I've got a doctor in my group, and I've got several of my people that have Tazzleworms breeding. So we could remove one of them, and hopefully it doesn't die. But you have to pay me up front, and if it dies, you bought it, you broke it.
No, I'm not playing that
You
game.
broke it.
I appreciate. Hey,
If you have a
listen,
skilled surgeon, they can make the roll for you, or you can have my surgeon do it.
Is
either-
the 75% check thing, is that reduced by some kind of medical check?
I'll say, I'll take off, for every point above the 15 that's required, you could reduce the percent chance that it'll die. So, if you rolled a 20, then it would only be a 70% chance that it dies.
Oh, only by 1%. Damn.
Trying
Yeah,
to say.
1% each. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm not.
trying to figure out a way to reduce the risk here. Like, if I took it to tier and went to some guy and it's like, okay, this will make you psychically more powerful, but you will be, like, be a bit more weak-willed about things.
So you'd
Do
have
you
to
care?
wear a mask to cover up the fact that you're infested, because people would recognize it as a exploitable weakness. But as long as people don't know you have that weakness, you'd be able to benefit from it.
I'm trying to figure out a way to use this domestically so that,
Wait a
like,
minute. Hold on. Question. So, are you telling me that not if I take one, but also currently looking upon the faces of the elven rangers and stuff in front of me, their faces are boiling like the freaking mummy with like scarabs crawling underneath this. They're that big, like you can just see this stuff going
I'm going to
on.
need a wisdom insight check from you.
Oh golly!
wait a minute.
I'm
This sounds
envisioning.
suspicious.
I'm envisioning, like, hold on. Oh wait, just wisdom insight. Wait, insight. That's not perception.
That's
Ow,
not perception,
ow,
no.
ow.
Insight's
Oh,
like when you're having a conversation and you notice something is a little off.
Okay, the table's not responding. If you can roll a straight net 20, a straight 20
I'll roll
roll.
for you. On my table,
it's-
I've rolled a 12.
They all just look like this. That's all of them. That's every person you're talking to right there.
It's not
Well,
responding, but
I rolled a 12 for you. What do you got?
a 12. That's it.
Just a flat 12. Man.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
No.
If you got a
But he
15,
just-
you might have noticed, but no.
I'll
He
give it a
just
shot,
told me.
actually.
He just told me.
He did tell you a
Well-
couple of his people have worms.
Right.
Yeah.
So, look, man. I don't know.
I got an 18 for the check he was doing.
Okay. Well, while you're hanging out, you notice that a couple of the psionically able among his rangers have little squiggly things in their temples, under the skin.
And again, that's an insight check,
gonna-
not a perception check.
Nah,
Wouldn't
it
that be
wouldn't
a
be
perception? Insight would be like a sense based on how they're acting, not what I see. It would be like, some kind of social pickup on making inferences.
He makes a good point, actually. Can you explain how this is an insight check?
Because I said so. You can roll a perception check instead, but the DC might be different or higher.
Make an athletics
No.
check to know about this rare species of fungus.
Jeez.
I'm
It's
open to
still
you
not-
rolling a perception check instead and or also, but my DC that I had in mind was insight based, so the DC for perception is different.
Huh.
I
Okay.
don't actually care. It just strikes me as weird, and I want to rationalize it.
Okay. Well, when the table decides to let this roll process, it's going to be a d20 plus 10, but it's fine. I'm not. It's not the end of the world.
You got a 19.
I'm gonna ask.
We're ready to move on.
I'm gonna ask this guy how he feels about his brain parasites.
Oh, they love it.
Love how.
It gives them a deep sense of inner calm and comfort, knowing they have this extra reserve they can draw on in times of need. The worm
What
has
about
a
the,
self-preservation. It's a symbiotic relationship. It doesn't want to die, so when I need to cast a shield and the worm gives me the power to shield myself, and it is also defended in my shield, it all works out to our benefit.
What about your increased mental weakness?
What weakness? Are you calling me mentally weak? How dare you?
No,
Yes.
saying you are slightly mentally weaker than you would be without the worm.
Well, I wouldn't tell that to my friends. Who would admit to abusing the Tazoworm in such a grotesque way?
I'm ready to move on from the elves here, guys. Are you? All
I guess
good?
I'll just buy the worm and see what happens.
All
What? You're buying it?
Are you
I'm
actually
gonna
using
buy it.
it
I'm not
on yourself?
necessarily
Or?
using it for myself.
Do you want to get a
Oh.
second worm?
Yes.
All right. So, do you want to make the medicine check, or do you want to have their doctor do it for you?
May in our group
How
have good medicine check?
doctory does their doctor look?
Their doctor is competent.
Not as competent
I think
as
I'll
you
make.
guys.
Can
I
we
think I'll
guidance
make
them?
the check. At least then I'll feel responsible for the end result.
Okay, so they present one of their psionically gifted rangers. The ranger is going to sit down and say, "Oh, I hate this part." He tells the barkeep, "Hey, give me your strongest munge. Give me some munge that's been brewing for like 3 extra months." And the barkeep is like, "Are you sure? It's gonna taste like piss." He's like, give me the munge." She says, all right. We do have some munge that has gone extra ripe. Here you go. It's like the most potent
Ripe.
the most potent munge we've got here. It's super fermented." And he says, all right, give me a minute. And he chugs the whole thing in one shot. And he says, "I really hate this part." And he squints and he bites down on something. You literally have to cut the entire side of his forehead open to pull the worm out.
Like you flap a skin flap in there off of his
Can
temple.
I give guidance to Ringside for this?
You certainly can.
Okay. Hey Saul, do you want to use
Careful.
your bardic inspiration for this?
Yes, and I think hold on, let me see what my bardic inspiration is right now because I think it might have upgraded.
Is it a D10 instead of a D8?
It's been a D10 for a while now.
Oh.
Hey guys, what first level spells are worth spamming?
Shield.
Not in combat though.
I don't know your spell.
See, he got straight to the point. Which spell can I spam?
Let me look.
Not for me. Just tell me, just in general.
I'll check
This
with
is-
Don John with the Don John spell list.
It
First level
specifically
sorcerer.
has to be a sorcerer spell, right?
Yeah,
I guess you're right.
it would
Yeah,
be.
my
No,
bardic inspiration is
It's
still
a
a D12.
psionic spell.
Okay, first level, Burning Hands, Catapult, Chaos Bolt, Charm Person,
Some
Color Spray.
Non-combat
Well, Chaos Bolt for
spells.
sure. Chaos Bolt for sure.
Okay, non-combat,
You-
you've got Disguise Self, False Life, Expeditious Retreat, Fog Cloud, everybody hates that one, Jump,
Featherfall.
Silent Image,
Silver. What does silver barbs do?
nah, that's an attack spell.
Yeah.
It needs to be
Sleep.
something that can be useful in a non-combat scenario.
Sleep.
Sleep.
How would you use that in a non-combat scenario?
Well, you put
A
somebody to
tavern.
sleep before combat starts, and then they're asleep during combat.
No, that counts.
Like
you open
if
up
you want
a
to
sleep clinic.
help around, maybe,
Yeah.
or someone's just being really angry in a bar or something. You're like, go to sleep.
You could also put a
Like
Detect
spell,
Magic
an
or...
item that you could sell or that you could do to provide a useful service.
If they're insomniacs,
It'd be good for an extra Detect Magic.
All right, well, making the roll anyway, so it doesn't matter. 1d. How much is the bardic inspiration?
can I help his roll? Assist?
Isn't he already getting the help
Wait,
action?
Oh, okay.
Maybe not. No, I guess he's not. He's getting...
Is the doctor helping you? He's getting
he's getting 2
guidance
other
and
bonuses,
bardic
so yeah, it's fine. Roll it.
How much is the bardic inspiration?
I think he's still looking it up.
inspiration.
D10?
It was a D10. It might be more, though.
Oh, maybe 12.
At level, yeah, it's a D12 now at level 15. Wait, did you take any levels in other stuff, Sol?
He took several levels in Fighter, so he wouldn't have that yet.
Okay, then it would still be a D10 then.
Oh, listen, the table's not responding. I can't fail, so you
I
get
will roll
advantage.
for you. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
So it becomes a 10,
Wait,
And
and that becomes a
succeeds.
7. That becomes a 17.
Go ahead.
So you get advantage, and you get the extra D10. And you get another extra D10.
Okay. I rolled a 17 plus the 3 from the guidance plus the 7 from the inspiration plus the 10 from what I already just get automatically, which brings the total to 37.
Wow.
All right. 37.
That's 22 over the DC.
Okay.
Wow.
What's 22 off 75?
53.
All right. Yeah, you brought it down to almost half. Do you want to roll the percentile dice now?
And I'll do it where you all can see.
No, it's roll under. You have to roll either like 1
Under.
through 53 to
53.
succeed.
Hey,
Hello, you guys.
no.
Or no,
Huh?
no,
Hold
no.
on.
Wait,
Wait.
hello?
It's the other way around.
That,
It's the other way
that would
around.
make it worse.
It's
yeah.
roll over. It's roll over. I took it back.
Wait, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
There
'Cause
you
you
go.
said,
Oh yeah.
wait,
I had
you
it
said it was
backwards.
a 73% or 75% chance it
Of
dies.
it
I
dying.
understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I had it backwards.
He rolled exactly 53. So it died.
Yeah, right. Because he had to roll over it.
Frick. Is
Well,
there any
yeah.
chance I could use lucky to help myself?
Hang on.
How-
Hang on. In 5e, if you roll the number, you usually succeed, right?
That's for like attack rolls.
How about
That's-
also healing? Can we heal the worm?
Yeah, sure. Throw a healing at it to make sure it doesn't die.
I'm trying not to abuse your kindnesses, but this is like just the edgiest of edge cases.
Yeah, this is like a really dramatic doctor drama. Like you're really intensely sweating over this very careful surgery, trying to extract this tiny little fragile, frail little worm, and then it almost flatlines on you when it's extracted from the head, and because it's about to die, you throw a little healing magic at it, and it comes back to life. Okay, you add the worm to the other worm, and they become a mated pair now.
Wait,
Hey.
Because
Wait,
they're
say,
hermaphroditic
when you
like
rolled
real
the
worms.
d20 for the medical check, you rolled with advantage?
Yeah, I rolled with advantage.
Okay, never mind.
Hold on, someone's at the door.
Okay, well, that was crazy.
Now you're down 2 gold from the worms.
So someone does a lay on hands and like, don't die on me, and like, 1, 2, 3, clear.
Don't think that's a lay on hands. I think. Wait a second, I have that feature. I'll just do it myself.
Right.
Paladin, no.
And you only need to spend one of your points.
Ba-ding.
A creature with 1 hit point. Oh my god, it's dying. Lay on hands. 1 point.
So
Holy
here's,
shit.
I'm imagining this. So first of all, he cuts a slab of the skin off the side of this guy's temple.
Slab? Oh my god.
Exposing this guy's little worm. He pulls the worm, but like the head of the worm is still attached inside this, like wriggled inside this guy's brainstem, or like his the nose piece. The thing
It doesn't actually make contact with the brain. It just rests against the skull.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's stuck against the side of the skull, and then when he pulls, he pulls it off, like it splits in two, and so he like pulls the head back off the skull and then attaches it together with his hands and just heals it together again. Oops, sorry.
Hey,
I
whatever
imagine
works.
this is to the background of extreme musical accompaniment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to make some sort of
With
note
robotic
that in
inspiration.
1 month, you have to make a DC 13 con save.
What?
These things have to be like what, more or less immediately implanted into something, or they like
Or no,
shrivel
it's
up
a
and
DC
die since they're
12.
parasites, or
It's not even a con save. It's just a DC 12 chance. So I guess there's no bonuses.
because
Ninja, would it be possible to like prank one of my party members by like slipping this on their skull in their sleep?
Yeah. They'd probably wake up
Hey,
because a
can I
point of
s-
damage would hurt.
Can I store these in the same holster I had for the what they call it. They're like magical sound beetles, harem beetles.
Huh? I don't think you understand how
I
these things
had
work.
They're parasites. They need a host, right? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
you can't just keep it
Oh,
in a jar.
immediately?
They'll like die.
Well, it died as soon as you took it off the other elf, so they really need to be attached to somebody to live.
I thought that was just because
Okay,
he
in
like
that
cut
case-
it when he was operating.
No, no. Like, specifically, they have a really high chance of dying when they're not attached to somebody, so you need to be pretty quick about
really high chance.
Wait, how's
pulling
he-
it off and attaching it to yourself.
Wait, how's Cal Fastcoin selling the other one that we weren't operating on somebody?
He uses some special treatments on it. They cast spells on it that preserve it.
Yeah.
There's okay. Are there psionically active livestock that I could get?
Almost everything on Athos is psionic to one degree or another. These things like sentient creatures, something with an intelligence around 10,
Right.
give or take.
Okay. I'll leave it alone.
So Ring say, have you thought about who you're implanting these two things into?
Well, our friendly bard showed interest.
Oh no, hell no, fuck no.
No, he wanted he had interest in planting it into other people as a joke.
I
Not
wanna be
you.
here.
You're gonna have to
Oh
take
my
them
God.
yourself.
Ring sight. Ring sight.
Our friendly rogue wanted it. What?
No.
Are you telling me that you bought these, had a whole surgery, and weren't planning on putting them in your own head?
Well, I mean, if he doesn't want
That is
them,
exactly
you could
what
take
I'm
them off his
communicating, yeah.
hands. I mean,
Oh my
if
God.
you're right there and he has them, so I mean.
Can I just feed them psychic energy by just thinking at them really hard?
No. It'd be like a fish out of water. They have mere moments before they will die outside of a brain.
They
All right.
they need brain juice.
Okay.
Go into the ship. Does anyone want psychically empowering brain worms?
Well, no,
Okay.
Oren wants it. Oren
No,
wants it.
I will take the
No.
worms. I will take
They're not.
both of them.
No.
Okay, it's official. You have given Oren worms.
No.
No, you don't
Yeah.
get to sing that. No, no.
They get anally implanted as well.
Right. I mean,
If that's where your brain is, so be it.
we could have had
No,
a
it crosses its way
conversation.
all the way up, you know?
Hey, we could have had a conversation about this first.
Hey,
So-
by the way, those worms are still mine. I still need them.
Oh,
What?
no, you don't.
You're gonna
wants the
cut them out
babies.
of Skylo's head now?
No, you don't.
Not
Oh, great. He's
now.
gonna get to cut you open every
There you
month.
go.
This is like the frickin' that skit on Monty Python's Flying Circus. We need your liver.
Now it makes sense why he
I'm not
didn't
done-
want it in his own head, because then
I'm
somebody
not
else
done
would have to
using
do the
it.
surgery
Oh.
on him every month.
So that's all I am. I'm a mule for your worms.
No, you are a benefactor for psionic empowerment.
Oh, shut your mouth.
I will think
You
the
are
thoughts at you that
A
time.
benefit.
I will think the words at you.
Oren, now you are a worm farm.
Wait, so we do know that these two worms are mating. They're two different genders.
They have begun. It is
Hey,
confirmed.
yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
They're like real
Okay,
worms.
Think
But the
of
best
it this way,
I
right?
will-
Your job is to not be
We just-
seen. I'm the giant obvious target.
You're getting
Oh.
mind
Uh,
fucked right now.
So you want me to you want me to roll
feel-
the D20 for you, Oren?
You want to do the check right now, just so we know in advance? Sure.
I thought it was going to be in a month, but well, you,
I was
we'll
gonna
forget.
wait to find out in a month, but if you want to roll it now to kill the suspense a little bit, sure.
There's no modifier, right? It's just a straight D20.
Oh,
Straight
by the way, I almost
D20.
forgot.
You need to roll a 12 or higher.
Hey, that guy who we cut it out of, how much
Wait, is
damage
that
did
a
he take?
success that it
A
does,
D6.
or
That's a success. They will have
Hey,
one
Ninja.
D2 babies. Do you want to
Ninja.
roll it? Let's find out if it's twins.
how do I roll a 1D2 on this?
You might have to do it in Discord. Are you leaving? Are you leaving us?
Yeah, I have
Oh.
meth heads I gotta talk to at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
All right, dude. Thanks for being here for
Hey, what
the
is-
session.
Yeah,
we
it was
needed
fun.
we needed Soul around.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
Dude, you got two
Yeah,
babies.
two
worms.
All right. So in 1
Well,
month,
not
your
worms.
twin worms, your worms will double.
There you go.
Okay.
You'll have a
I,
-4
This is
to
getting
your
out of
wisdom
control, man.
And
Yeah.
then a
First
month
out of
later,
month.
they double again, and then you've got a -8.
Oh no,
then
actually,
minus
it's becoming exponential
Whoa.
now.
After 3 months,
Whoa.
you're Medusa.
Yeah. And you
Medusa,
have
who
no
can be
mind of
very
your own.
easily
What is
brain
that?
dominated.
Can you
Hold
have like a
on.
-40 to wisdom save for?
Oh my God,
I guess at
kids.
a certain point, the amount of psychic worms you have doesn't matter, does it? Like,
You're
you can
limited by
only benefit
headspace.
from this.
You can only fit so many in your scalp, I imagine.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they explode your head after a certain
Why
point.
the fuck did you guys
They
put
probably
worms
wouldn't
in your head?
explode your head, but they'd make your skin weird and bumpy. And
Oh
it
my
would.
God.
The more worms you have, the easier the DC on people to roll an insight and detect that you are wormy.
You're gonna look
Okay.
like an alien on Star Trek.
Just don't poke my head. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have the little splotches like Dax.
Worm priest.
Hey, look in the Discord chat.
Yeah, that's a cool looking
Oh,
worm priest.
Can you?
I always
Oh,
wanted to play one of those druids that just turns into vermin.
It's
Me
Oogie Boogie.
Well, commands vermin, not turns into them. Also,
Oh.
how much damage did the guy who I cut this out of take?
Roll a d6. Let's find out. I didn't
Oh,
take.
the worms only
Try
live
an
for
exclamation
2d6
point.
months. How long were those wormies alive to begin with?
Yeah, 3 damage.
No, he didn't. I remove it all.
All right. You lay on hands. So you cut him open, and then you just move your finger along the cut and seal it back shut.
What is going on over here?
Brain
That doesn't
worms.
mean it
We're
didn't
playing
hurt.
Operation over here.
Yeah, we are.
yeah.
Well, we found out
Okay,
that in one
okay.
month, Oren is going to be the proud
Yeah.
papa of 2 twin wormy babies.
There you go.
And then he will have a -4 on all his wisdom saves against mind control, and that's going to be fun.
There you go.
Again, your job is to not be seen. Just don't do it.
Yeah. Did I tell you that I have been memorizing every day protection from good and evil? So,
It'll help.
yeah.
Hey, Skywell, I rolled the lifespans of your 4 worms. The 2 original ones, one lives for 9 months, and the other one lives for 10, and the 2 babies only live for 5 and 4 months.
Oh no, unhealthy babies.
Uh-oh.
Apparently,
I
my
mean,
brain is not a good enough substrate.
We did bisect Dad. Maybe this is a fertility issue.
That's hilarious.
Maybe we bisected Mom, actually.
Are you sure you attached him the right way forward on?
I'm not an expert in worm biology.
Yeah.
Keep this down. Keep this on a note card or something. Your worms and their lifespans.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm writing it down.
Hmm. You gotta take some vitamins too for being pregnant as well.
I'm gonna get mood swings now.
Yeah.
Wait, when do the new worms show? Oh, 1 month. Okay.
1 month from now.
My God, you got brain worms, man.
Tassel worms. Tassel worms.
How long did that ranger have the worm in his head?
They were newborns.
Okay.
See, Mr. Ranger, there was nothing to worry about.
It just hurt a lot still.
I also made a note because I
Caius
forget
is
things.
such a weirdo. You made me remember Caius, the weird Age of Worms guy. Because he was just some random necromancer could get back in the days when, in D&D, when necromancy was a work in progress. And he just, became a weird, mad high priest because he found some random, convenient tablets. and did a weird magic ritual and then just became worms stuck to a rock.
Oh,
He
to
doesn't have a
become
motive
worms.
for anything.
All right, so the one other thing I wanted to do in Altaruk is you have to go to dinner with the Veiled Alliance captain, Captain
Yes.
Eris Fistaneles.
We got
And
20 minutes. Is that enough?
It'll be enough to get to a cliffhanger, I'm sure.
well, it'll be enough to do some stuff. So, Calfist Coin is also requested to be there. So, Calfist Coin will sit at the table. Captain Eris Fistaneles will sit at the table. His guard captain, Zul Akframa, he's going to sit in. And, see, Horace is out here guarding the front door.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna whisper to the barkeep if she's going, even though she's retired, like and if she even knows if the leader is part of the Veiled Alliance.
She's not going to dinner. No
Okay.
need to go to a stuffy event like that. Political stuff. Boring.
Wait, Demara is not going with?
Oh,
No, not Demara. That's
The
barkeep,
innkeeper.
somebody else.
Oh, okay.
He noticed that the innkeeper is a wizard. She's got some magic items on her, but she says she's retired. She's not interested in the Veiled Alliance. She just wants to run her bar and live the life of a trader. I guess for a lot of wizards, it's hard to live a normal life. So when they get an opportunity, like here in Altaruk, they sometimes will just try to act natural.
Guess. I'm not super happy about that, but whatever. You gotta live their own life.
Okay, so
I'm gonna, in between this time, I need to visit my contacts here. I've got, how many? I've got the different people that I have 4 spies in Altaruk.
okay.
Oh, 4 spies in the military and 4 spies that are in merchant capacities, like some in Revere, some liaisons in there.
Did you do that before the dinner?
That was in the year off.
Well,
I
I
went
mean, you said you wanted to go talk to them, the ones that are here in town,
yeah.
you mean?
After the Sundrake, but before dinner, I need to go visit these people.
Okay.
And check in.
Okay, they've been keeping tabs on town. There's been difficulty with the giants. There's been a lot of trade with the dwarves, who are also having difficulty with the giants.
Dwarves are down in Lepidopolis, down south of here, isn't it?
Ledopolis to the southeast.
Southeast.
Doing business
Along
with these elves is probably news in town. They don't get a lot of elves. The merchant houses usually drive them off or raid their caravans.
See, that's stuff I can't stand.
Well, competition.
You gonna raid their caravan?
Some of the merchant houses are pretty evil, and they just see a weaker caravan as a thing they can raid and then sell the goods and profit off of.
And they look down on those raider elves in the wastes like they're something better.
Mm. Well, not too many elves are into doing normal, legit business, like Silver Spring, and even these elves, they charge quite a bit of extra money. Like, they like to find people that are desperate, that need stuff that they can sell to at a high price.
Suppose.
All right. Well, this dinner is for the captain to meet people and learn about them. So he is going to talk to Demarital. She's going to put on a performance and tell tales, but she seems a little bit nervous. And his opinion of the bard is that she's young and inexperienced. And Zul Akframa says, yes, but she seems quite capable. So, Captain Eris Fistanele says, I hadn't noticed, but you say she looks to be the adventurous sort? Yes, yes, look at her strong arm. She knows how to swing a blade, as well as she knows to strum a harp. He says, I will keep it under consideration. We must speak further about the ongoing events here. If times grow dire and the giants should attack, we need allies to call on. Bards could rally those around us and to our aid, and so they could be of quite a bit of use to Altaruk, to the trade fortress, and to the merchant guilds that do business here. And Domeritel is very diplomatic, and she is going to schmooze him and say, "Oh, Daddy, are you gonna pay me the big bucks?"
The frick is going on right now?
So she gets
There you
herself a sugar daddy in town.
There you go.
He's going to pay her money to preach that Altaruk needs recruits to fight the giant horde. So then they're going to.
I'm there at this time.
Yeah, you're at the dinner.
Oh,
you can chime in
I am
whenever you want.
slightly insulted. Wait, you said she's with Zol?
I'm gonna ruin this situation. So, you wouldn't need to have a bard to preach the good word of the military of Altaruk if you just started treating them a bit better.
Indeed, but can we afford it when we're trying to rebuild the districts that have been smashed by the giants?
You can always afford to treat people like family.
Yes, yes. And we do. Isn't that right? And Zul nods his head and says, I beat my family.
Oh my god. I'm going to be pretty withering against. If someone doesn't stop me, I'm just going to say I'm going to keep on because the rage that Oren has for Aristophanes. I haven't seen it. I have not seen you treat them like family. I've seen you treat them like disposable tools and the cogs of a machine.
It's a dysfunctional family, maybe.
I'm not getting
Indeed.
involved. I saved the city once already. I don't need to save it twice.
So, Aristophanes wants to know what these elves are doing here in his town. Elves, while not forbidden to enter Trade Fortress Altaruk, are an unusual sight in these parts. We rarely see you doing good business when you could raid instead. Who's to say your little gang isn't going to become raiders when we've invited you in and shown you hospitality?
Wow.
And
I say that loudly. I say that wildly. Wow.
What did he say exactly? I couldn't hear all of it.
Racist stuff.
he says the elves are going to turn into raiders, and Calfastcoin is diplomatic, and he rolls a charismatic persuasion roll of 24 to implore the
I
good
agree.
captain
I totally agree.
that he has no intent of turning into a raider, that he's just here to do business, that his rangers collect important and useful magic items, and he knows, based on rumor, that many in this town would like to buy those magic items.
I roll an
I'm gonna
insight check
stand
on him
directly
right now.
up. I'm gonna stand up and try something.
Yeah.
You speak of your knowledge of the truth of their intentions. Shall we put that into the test? I can tell you both each other's true intentions behind this deal, if you will let me, and in exchange you can see my own.
So, with a snort of derision, Zol says, Scions always want to pry in your brain.
My mind is an open book.
He's gonna rattle the cap on his head, and he says, "You won't be prying in my brain."
Is that Zul saying that?
Yeah.
Is that the elf's name?
No. That was the
No.
the captain of the guard here. He's wearing a helmet that blocks your psionics.
You are aware I could simply lift the helmet off.
Well, I mean, it is
I
strapped
think
onto
that
his
would be
head.
an act of aggression.
Anyway,
Right.
he's not the one you were really talking to. He's just giving his advice that he's telling the captain that he should not open his brain to this scion.
What about
You know what?
our elf friend? Is he willing to do it?
The elf nods and says, "My mind's an open book. I'm nothing but a friendly merchant."
All right,
And
then.
Captain Aristophanes says, "If you're so friendly, why did that drake suddenly attack when you arrived?"
Did we not take care of that problem immediately before further bloodshed?
Okay,
I mean, there was like
that's
what
true.
15 people that died, so
Well, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of.
That was
Okay,
out.
okay, the giant dogs escaped, but we shot them all before they ate most of the kindergartners.
Listen, okay, that was before we even got into. That was like outside the gates of Altaruk, wasn't it? I mean, just kind of.
Wow. Okay, this I wasn't expecting this, but Aristophanes in a sign of diplomacy agrees to allow surface thoughts to be read. I
Wow.
rolled a 20, a nat 20, on his reaction roll to ring sight. So something about ring sight seems holy and good and trustworthy to Aristophanes, and so he agrees to open his mind. So they have both agreed.
Sweet.
can't you read surface thoughts anyways, even if they
Wow.
don't let you?
That is
That's true.
shocking to Orin.
It would be rude, though. That's usually how I've explained it.
Yeah.
People can tell you're doing it, and it's rude.
I thought they can't tell. That's why I
Alright.
didn't get a save.
Well,
I cannot eat any further. I am just looking
you have to
back and
keep in
forth
mind some
between-
people will have methods to detect when psionics are being done to them, or special quirks and traits that are like a little feat that they have, like a mutation that allows them to know.
Yeah,
My
It
s-
wouldn't
my
be everyone
spoon-
all the time, but you always have to worry about wild cards.
My spoon is dripping some kind of soup as I just look back and forth to Ringsight and Aristophanes. Back and forth. Like, what? He just said yes? This man who wants to hide so much just agreed to this?
So ring sight in
Maybe
Kel
you just need to be
Fastcoin's
holy, Orin.
mind, what he's thinking is that this is going to be the most profitable business deal of his life. This is going to set his tribe up. And Aristophanes, he's thinking about the security of Altaruk, while simultaneously thinking about how to juggle the needs of 3 merchant houses that all have their own demands, while also contending with the sure knowledge that giants will be attacking his city again at some unknown point in the future. And he has nagging worries in the back of his mind that you can detect that he's not going to have enough forces to defend Altaruk when the time comes.
And neither of you are planning on reneging or raiding or doing any of the sort, yes?
No, Kelfast Coin's intent is only to do honest business. Although he is an elf, and to elves, business is usually pretty cutthroat.
Okay, one
But
more
that,
thing to
but
make
that mean,
sure they're not
meaning
putting...
price gouging.
putting-
That's
Price
the
gouging, among other things, depending on
Okay,
the elf.
one last thing to make sure they're not putting up freaking shields. I'll just conjure a mental image of something entirely bizarre and see if either their thoughts change to react to it.
Yeah,
Are you giving them a Rorschach image in their brain?
I guess they both react to it.
Alright, they're not just setting up the magic shield or something.
Oh, okay. I see.
So after a moment,
Alright,
he says, "All right, that's enough, that's enough. I don't want you prying too deep into my brain. If you stick around too long, you'll learn things you don't need to know."
now, I feel a bit bad making you both go through that, so you can both ask me one question.
Aristophanes squints his eyes at you and says, "I would like to know of the Order. A very secretive lot. I have heard of them, though I've never encountered one of them, though rumor has it that you are a member."
Well, since you didn't ask if I was a member, I'll just tell you what I know of them. They're a very secretive organization, run about trying to preserve psionics and the world at large would probably be my best description of their mission statement.
Could you
But
roll a
they're
history
not
check for me?
really.
Because he wants details and he'll ask a bunch of questions.
He gets one question.
It's a long
Any
dinner. He
question
gets.
after?
It's gonna be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, during the
I got
course
a
of the
10 on the
dinner,
history.
several courses come out. The servant people bring different foods and drinks, and it goes on for hours.
I got a 10 on the history check.
Okay, well, your description was unsatisfactory to a historian like Aristophanes, but he sighs and says, I guess your people are not big history buffs. You left out so many details.
Well, I
You
have
know
lots.
so much about it. Why are you asking me?
I have lots of questions for you, Aristophanes. So have you changed since we last worked together? What is this? You agreed
Baffled.
to have my friend go into your mind like this. Is this some new era of the military in Altaruk?
Your friend gives
Like
off a
watching-
strange aura that makes me feel I can trust him. I don't know what it is. I've never seen or felt anything quite like it.
Joker set up a freaking tax accounting firm.
What?
Wait, what?
In
I'm-
terms of how you're reacting to this.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I'm like, I missed the segue. I didn't understand. But
He's a paladin with a
just-
paladin's aura.
well, that's true. But I just can't sit here. Every time I chew, my jaw clenches. You can see it all over my face and my temples wiggling and everything else. I mean, I'm just staring at Captain Aristophanes the entire dinner.
Well, he's going to tell you that deserters are disappointments. He expected you could do better, and it seems you did after your service.
Hey, where's Tail after asking?
I think you should be proud where you come or after he left.
You've
Did
accomplished
someone
much
else- Yeah.
for Tyr.
Did our elf friend have a question for me?
Yeah, the elf is going to ask you about potential trade routes to your village.
Uh,
The city of Tyr?
He's got a
any
navigator,
of
and he
those?
wonders if you could reproduce a map for him or create an illusion depicting the route.
suppose I could try.
Drop my spoon into my bowl
All right.
and say, I would have loved to have been a hero for Altaruk. I would have been your champion and looked up to you. And you there. Your name is Zul. You respect this man. He treats you and yours with respect and dignity.
He pays me. I kill who he tells me to kill. I drink when I am off duty.
Ah, fuck you then.
He's got a very barbaric outlook. He is
Yeah.
very neutral, killer for hire.
Yeah, I don't. Well, then you're no better than the lot that I tried to oust from Altaruk military.
He shrugs and says his skill is with a blade. He leaves the diplomacy and the debating to others. When the time for swords is here, he will stand and draw his.
Hey, good for you then. Great job.
I whisper over to Orange, like, has he ordered like his soldiers to kill people like
Me? Oh.
Well, I mean, in general, like, has he ordered people to like kill like innocents or something?
No, most of the people that we execute
No.
are defilers. When we catch them at the gates, we slay them on the spot. We hang them, we skewer them with hot pokers. We do various horrible things to them to teach a lesson to the other defilers. This is what happens when you do
And
damage to the planet.
I love that. I my arms are open wide, and I held my hand to my chest. Even I love that. That was one of my most proud things about growing up in Altaruk, and in the Altaruk military.
Killing
But-
defilers and getting ready to fight giants is what they're all about.
Ninja, sorry to interrupt. Can you close the table? I'd like to save.
It
I gotta
is
go to bed.
time.
Oh yeah, we gotta call it. Okay, so before we go, what? Well, you tell us the mission next time, I guess. It is 11 o'clock.
You guys can continue. I just need to go to bed.
Okay.
I'm pretty
So
tired.
this is a little bit tricky.
I was hoping
I need
we were
to
gonna get on
put-
to the points.
I need to put stuff in this bag
Okay.
so that I can close the table.
Remember, I won't be here next week.
Okay.
I can't
Yeah,
believe you
yeah.
guys got around my dragon fight.
You guys
That
can
was really awesome. That was really cool.
you
I
guys can
wanted
continue to
More sun
this
essence.
after I go. You know,
Okay,
especially
okay.
that you're gonna be gone next week.
So the
Okay.
thing about getting rid of the solar dragon is that had you defeated it, you could have gotten its hide, and that would have given you immunity to radiant damage.
Oh,
No.
And that could have come in handy if you had to, I don't know, go to the sun.
yeah.
The sun doesn't just do fire damage.
Nah, it's intense radiant damage. Okay, now that that is put away, I can...
I can get half damage from the Book of
Table.
Exalted Deeds. Gives me resistance to radiant damage.
So I looked up rules for the plane of the sun, and they're pretty intense. And you would need full immunity to really survive there. It's pretty bad. It's got interesting rules, and you're constantly being sucked into the center, which destroys you.
Oh boy. That.
It's pretty cool. It's got 7 layers. You arrive on the 7th layer, and you're on fire, and you can't breathe. And you get pulled to the 6th layer immediately unless you can fly. If you can fly, then you can hover in place. Otherwise, you're pulled down a layer, and eventually you get to the center where you just die. No matter what, you're just dead.
Okay, I can fly. Did I don't know if Skywell or Rinks. I wanted the Rain Cleric's Iron Sword. That does extra damage to draconic enemies, creatures.
Cleric item. Not particularly, I don't think.
Okay.
I could use a weapon. I have a bow that I use, and
night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Right.
So at some point after getting to 17th level, Creus or Taro are going to get a quest that is probably going to take them to the plane of the sun. So having immunity to those effects is going to be kind of important down the line.
Noted.
So circumventing the Sundrake battle is cool, but it doesn't give you the item you need. Maybe we can get immunity to radiant damage another way.
I mean,
be
but we'd need enough
yeah.
for the whole party, right? Not just one person's going to the sun.
Yeah. Well, usually when you get a hide from a gargantuan creature, you can make several suits of armor out of it.
Maybe Sidira can do something for us.
Yeah, she is a sun cleric. She would have a spell that would protect you when you go to the plane of the sun. But it's probably a limited duration, and a dispel magic would really ruin your day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I feel slightly less happy about my book of goodness. If we're just gonna end up getting immunity from radiant damage.
Because it gives you resistance only, huh?
Yeah, one of the two minor enchantments that the book has that got taken up from the random roll is for that.
Yeah, resistance is good, but the damage numbers are so high. Like you'd be taking probably like 50 radiant damage a turn.
Like I don't think we would ever really
Or not
encounter
a turn,
radiant
it's
damage really often either.
it's per minute. So every minute you would take about 50 radiant damage.
Ouch.
That's a sunburn.
All right. Well, I'm off to bed.
All right. Good night. I'm going to end the stream there. Thanks for watching out in Twitchland.